Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fallout Cold Front, the Fallout 2D20 campaign set in the American Midwest about a bunch of people trying to stop or start the weather.
Start.
Party leaning on start.
Fire.
We kind of did.
You're starting the weather. I mean, you could do fire if you want a giant firestorm.
We
But
inside the blizzard. There you go.
It's set to reverse?
what do you mean? Yeah, you could start a firestorm if you want to. It would take a little while. To do in the
That's so
Midwest.
cool.
Why do you think
Yeah,
the
because
Brotherhood
sometimes
wants
tornadoes hit fires and then they make fire
That's a joke.
tornadoes.
it? It was an early
Is it
consideration.
though? Is it?
It is. No, they're not. No, absolutely. They're not going to start a firestorm.
We're like, we are peaceful.
Why
We are the
not?
government. Firestorm.
What, the Brotherhood?
So, anyways,
No, the Enclave.
Yes. So
Last session, we were given the briefing about what's all going on with like the Sawyer Air Force Base mission. We're all gonna go out there. We're gonna scout out. We're gonna make sure it's safe for like the Enclave homies to move into. And so we were like, yeah, Chief, that's cool. And we left. And then we had girl talk with all the girls in the party. Now only 3. Rip Pix. She didn't die.
She loves.
And Jane was basically like, okay, both of you, Jules and Margie, need to get your acts together. And Tabs was like, yeah, and I'll embarrass both
I
of you. if
will
you don't.
embarrass you. Don't make me.
And we also taught Margie how to fly a calamity. What is it? A vertibird?
Vertibird.
Vertibird.
Yeah.
How to fly a calamity.
And then we all went out for our last
Do that naturally.
shopping expedition, and we got ballistic weave and stuff like that from the mob tailor. And Frankie was like, hold on, I'm going to go have a big emotional moment with my brother and show him the simulation of Frankie's place, which we're going to get to this session. But he left for that. And then the rest of us went to Treasureton. And Jerry, who tried to blow up the mob headquarters and failed, is now a bounty man. So someone tried to hunt him down, and then Jerry was like, so how do we solve this? A dance-off? A sing-off? Rock, paper, scissors? And everyone went, and apparently it's a big deal in Treasureton, so they played rock, paper, scissors to the death, and we cheated, so Jerry won.
Yep.
That's where we're at.
Opponent? Dead. Probably.
they don't call it rock, paper, scissors.
He's dead.
Death for nothing.
Yes, he is 100% dead. Yep.
How did they kill him?
It's a mob. I'd rather not describe that.
Stoning.
No. Just beating him to death.
Ripped him apart with their bare hands.
Oh,
Maybe a
They
little
have
bit.
bare hands.
Ooh.
It's the best of all.
It's a surgery you can get in Treasureton.
There is probably a kooky
Bare
surgeon there.
hands
It's just like, you want Yogwai paws? I don't know why they're called
What
that in
about-
Fallout.
It's just
Picnic
like a pile of
baskets.
them sitting there, and you're like, you want some? And you're like, yeah, sure. And they're like, hold out your hands. And it's like, okay. Shut. Okay, now to sew on them. You're like,
I mean, you can actually
didn't
use them
mean-
as gauntlets in the game. You could just take like a irradiated bear claw and just.
Love that.
I want to
Some of
do
the
that
best
in real
unarmed
life.
weapons in the game. Yeah, they're good. Same with
Where's
Deathclaw.
where's my bear paw irradiated glove thing in real life?
What
wanna
would you
hit
use it
people
on?
with that.
Who would you use it on?
Everyone.
I asked for vanilla syrup. Okay. Well, we are going to pick up in Treasureton, probably with the moment of the Ghoul Cowboy Slim being hauled away. What are you all doing?
Jerry, I think it would be wise if you waited back in the van. You got a shopping list?
No, but if I'm by myself in the van, won't I be more vulnerable?
Not
Everybody
if they
knows.
don't see you.
Everybody knows I'm here already.
Lock the doors.
It's like that scene in Megamind when Titan like busts through the door and he's on the other side. He like pushes the lock, but the door's like ripped off the car.
Yeah.
Let's just run through, grab everything we need quick, and then get out of here.
Do you want to be challenged to another 3 rounds of rock, paper, scissors, death?
I think
Because I
maybe,
can't break it for you every time.
I mean, I'm sure we'll be fine.
You would say that, yes. Some of us are less sure.
I mean, we can ask the super duper computer.
You know I faked that, right?
I know.
Get in the van, Doc.
No.
Fine. It's on your head if you die. Come on, Margie, I'm going to Haley's.
Okay.
All right, I'm sticking with you, Tabitha.
I think you should go hide under the seats in the van.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Julian, you do not always know best. Taz? She's right. Okay.
Now let's go to the store.
Julian,
I will yoink you.
Margie, Nico would join you as well, heading over to Haley's.
Challenge you to rock, paper, scissors.
You would also see one of the signs here in Treasureton, Beeb's Chems, has a hastily placed V instead of the first B in Beeb.
Veeb?
Correct.
What?
Beeb's Chems.
He's the perfect candidate. We only have to change one letter on the side.
It's cheaper that way.
Oh no.
But heading into Haley's, which doesn't have an official title, it's just Haley's. You're greeted with strewn about mechanical parts, pieces of machinery just hanging from the ceiling on high chains. And you would see Haley in a suit of power armor with a cable just stretching out of her back instead of a fusion core. Well, look who it is. If it isn't little Nicodemus finally recovered from his wound and no longer a big crybaby. You see a couple of other just customers just turn over, just look at Nico
I'm gonna
while that's
look
happening.
at something by the door and look preoccupied.
It's good to see you too, Haley. How are you? And she would probably just boom, 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 and give him a proper hug. It's good to see you. Sorry if my banter is a little bit too sharp. No, it's fine. I figured as much.
For the record, she called you that the last time we were here too.
Correct. It was a callback. Well, how are things with you, Haley? Things look like plenty of good business here, and you're still alive despite Treasureton. That's right. And now, Treasureton is just a little bit, more beebless. Nicer. Thanks for doing that, by the way.
Looks like they just put Veeb instead.
Yeah, one-handed Veeb. Apparently he was completely okay with the name. It's not just a coincidence.
Why do I feel like that's just Beeb in like a mustache and hat or something? He's like, I'm Veeb.
More tolerable fellow than the last one.
He is. Some kind of vaulty. But knows his chems half well. And by half I mean not at all. But nicer. Not trying to strong-arm people. Hasn't tried to murder me yet.
Has he killed anyone unintentionally?
No, of course not. He's rather sensible. Somewhat kind for a chems dealer, if you can say that.
Sounds like a positive change.
I'd say so.
Got a bit of a laundry list for you this time, Haley.
Okay, what do we got? I did sell you misc parts last time, so I don't have any more miscs.
All right, well, I'm looking for, and I would go through my mod list, and I would go through the list that Frankie gave me as well to see what she's got.
Yes, Haley would be a specialist in energy weapons. So, is that what's on the list?
That's what's on my list. I don't remember exactly what Nathaniel gave me.
Is it all laser pistol stuff?
It's a laser pistol, yeah.
Okay.
For a friend of mine.
Well, suppose I could give you, sell you. I have a business to run. Any old laser pistol.
You got something else in mind? Something a little more interesting?
Definitely. Well, you have a standard laser pistol. It will be whatever caps a laser pistol is. 150. I'll give you this little pew-pew. And she pulls out what looks to be painted red laser pistol. This one, much lower rate of fire. Higher damage, though. Higher piercing as well.
I think that looks fantastic. Can I take a look?
Sure.
I'm gonna kind of, do whatever I can to take a look inside, make sure it's all working correctly,
Yeah.
check on
Yep.
the parts.
It is.
I think that's more than fair.
All right.
Now, how about the rest of that?
Oh, well, it would cost whatever cost is in the game, unless you want to haggle.
I will support Haley's business. I don't need to haggle. Oh, though I have a barter skill. This is exactly what this is for.
Use
Well-
it.
Well, I don't get to use it all that often.
Do it.
Any kind of a bundle on this? I mean, I've got caps, but I'm not made of caps.
Bundle is the magic word. Roll a barter check.
And I mean, you wouldn't want to look stingy in front of Nicodemus here, would you?
I mean, maybe I would,
3.
but maybe I wouldn't. Knock down 30% of the cost.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll run that calculation between sessions. Because that sounds like it's going to take some time.
Sounds good. And I will get you the stats on Pew Pew.
Was that for Frankie or was that for you?
It's for you, if you want it.
Why would I take time?
I wouldn't say no.
It's what's on your list, and I figure he was indicating it's special, so you probably want it more than a normal one.
I wouldn't say no to extra piercing.
I figured.
I'm,
Do it.
Pretty
we'll
cheap.
talk about it. I'm not going to give you piercing 4.
That's what it would be.
It would be? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll work on it.
We'll talk out.
It is better than a regular laser pistol,
Okay.
though. So you're getting something.
sure.
You're getting some kind of boon, regardless. I was leaning on giving it the survivor's property initially, but you lose once you're down half health. It deals more damage, and once you're down quarter health, it deals even more. Yeah, it's what a paladin dance's laser rifle does.
Mine's kind
that
of the
gives you.
reverse of that after I killed Nelson,
No,
right?
his isn't survivors.
Really, the one that he gives you after you go to ArcJet Systems. What? I thought that was a survivor special.
Nope, that's the one you get for killing or returning the other knight or other Brotherhood of Steel member to the Brotherhood.
Yeah, some Brotherhood related quest. Anyways, you have the parts that you were looking for.
Great. Margie, you need anything?
I don't think so.
All
Unless, if I look around, is there a gamma gun?
A gamma gun. Roll a perception check.
Would that be perception survival?
Or energy weapons.
Should have had this up already. Sorry. There we go. Okay. 2 successes.
2.
Yeah.
That was the difficulty. Sorry. If I ever don't tell you the difficulty and you want to know what it is, please ask me. And I might say, no, it's hidden. But, yes. You do find what looks to be, you see it kind of looks like a small radar dish attached to a very janky looking pistol grip and a trigger. It is a gamma gun. This thing shoots radiation. Oh, you found my microwave.
Does it have microwaves come out of it?
Yeah. I mean, what do you think comes out of a radar dish?
Okay. Is it... You eat food with this?
Oh no, I heat people with this.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Yep.
How much is it?
For this piece, let's say 60 caps or 75 if you want it in a rifle configuration. I think I've got a stock around here somewhere.
What?
That is, of course, homebrew.
No, just gamma rifle.
A bracer for a gamma pistol.
You can do whatever you want.
I think I'll take it like it is.
Okay. Here you go.
And I'll pay her the 60 caps.
All right.
Can I get a large?
Gamma gun acquired.
Actually, I'm gonna get Margie the large gamma gun.
They do the same damage, just one of them is equipped for farther range.
That's a pretty neat piece.
It's interesting to shoot radiation.
Well, love to take a look at it later.
Got anyone you want to turn into a ghoul?
It can do that?
Sometimes.
Oh,
A bit late to turn Gladys into a ghoul, but
All right. Well, Nicodemus, if you want to stick around a little bit, we've got a few other places to stop.
I think I'd like that. Yeah, it'd be good to catch up. So, it's good to kind of finally see you out of that cloister in Xanadu. Oh, well, I'm kind of planning on heading back. Things have been a little intense here. I did get impaled by a truck. You mean run over by a truck?
No, impaled.
Landmines at the entrance of the city. What? You didn't pay the mob? It's kind of a one-time fee. It's not that much.
Didn't know they were mob.
It's on me. I probably should have remembered that. Well, you've recovered. You've learned your lesson. You're back and about. And why would you need to go back to Xanadu? Well, it's safe there. You know, no Beebs there trying to kill you for your business.
And I mean, he's got his work and everything too. I mean, that's where the simulators are set up in the first place.
Yes,
and
yes, right, yeah. Oh, how did that simulator, that portable project go?
Excellent. It's more than I could have imagined it would do.
Good to see you're still practicing your tricks, Nico. Likewise. Well, I won't keep you all. It would be nice to catch up with Nico.
I'll just come let you know before we leave.
Thanks for looking out for him. Haley, I've thanked them enough. Well, you should do it more. You were taught better.
I think he's been doing more of the looking out, honestly. I'll tell
Good.
you, drugged a guy for me.
What kind of drug? Just a very, very large dose of comics. Huh. That's expensive. How
Kind of
valuable
like
was the
saying-
action? How valuable was the action?
Well, you know, both our lives, so.
Fair enough. Bullets can be cheaper, but something about the panache of drugging someone. With
like-
fake fictional drugs.
She's like, points for style, but
It was timely intervention, is all I'll say.
Well, it's good to hear that he pulled it off. Well, it was good to see you all again.
Yeah, I'll stop by next time I'm in town, Haley.
Please do. Please buy more of my stuff.
As if you haven't already drained me dry.
Not yet.
See you next time.
Not yet.
So bye,
That was
Haley.
a joke. Joke, Jules.
Yeah, I got it.
I'll catch up with you guys
I'll
back in
just,
the van.
Yeah, I'll let you know before we leave.
Okay. I'll be there. All right. Anything? Yes, you guys. Where are you going?
I'm beelining straight towards where it looks like I can get a missile launcher.
Babs is reluctantly following you, looking rather like an annoyed babysitter.
Okay.
You can go
Yes,
back to the
ma'am.
van, Tabs.
I don't need to go back to the van. You're the one with a warrant on your back.
Yep, so I'm the one that should worry about it. Alright, this looks like a place. Does it look like a place?
It looks like a place, and it has the name
the
of.
place of the helpful hardware store.
Ace Hardware Store.
Heck yeah.
This episode is
You want a
sponsored
missile
by
launcher?
Ace Hardware Store.
they have everything. They
Everything.
have everything.
Ace's military surplus.
It is.
This is last season's missile launcher, but it will serve you.
Yeah, you
fine.
see a fella in overalls and a hard hat. Just approach you all. Howdy. Can I help you all with something?
Yes, you have missile launchers here.
Yeah, I got one right here. And he would reach behind the counter and pull out a missile launcher. Now, who do you intend to blow up with this thing?
I don't know. Whoever intends to blow me up.
Good plan. I'll sell this to you for, let's say, 300 caps.
Okay, do you have a stabilizer and a scope?
Scope? Well, let me see. Pick one.
Stabilizer.
Okay. Well, I got this thing you can attach to the missiles if you want. Just keeps their path a little bit more sure. That I'll give you to a commensurate price found in the Fallout 2D20 rulebook.
143 caps.
Sounds fair.
Or no, wait. It's 60 caps.
You were
That's a
upcharging
big
yourself.
difference.
The scope
By
was
more than
143.
100%.
Okay. Sounds fair to me.
Alright, thank you.
Yep. And he would sell you a missile launcher.
Money exchange sound.
There you go. Cha-ching. All right.
So Jerry's gonna walk back to the van, missile launcher at the ready. Oh, wait, can I have 4 missiles to go with this, please? They cost 25 caps each.
They're included in the package.
Okay.
Yeah, you have 4.
Okay. He walks back with missile launcher at the ready.
There you go.
Alright, you can go do your thing, Tabs. I don't need a babysitter.
I don't need to be anywhere in the moment.
I don't need to be anywhere.
Just leave me alone. I'm totally safe in a city full of people who just saw publicly that I was being bounty hunted.
Don't worry, my guns are bigger than any of theirs now.
All right. What
I
are you
don't
doing?
think you can assume that.
Okay. He's going back. Well, he's gonna go find where Jules and Margie are.
Yeah. Where are you guys heading after Haley's?
Over to Bill's place. See if I can find Tommy.
Not to be confused with
Timmy
Timmy
Electronics?
Timmy Electronics?
Yeah. At the bar, you would find Tommy there. Oh, hey! Look who's there.
I know, long time no see.
Well, I mean, I saw you just a few minutes ago when one of your...
Yeah, I remember. Staying out of trouble?
I guess so, as long as, I don't say that particular phrase that your friend just said. That does tend to attract it right quickly.
Yeah, I would advise against it, knowing what I do now.
Level with me. That a super duper duper computer in there. Not yours.
Entirely legitimate.
I like the lights. The voice is a nice touch too.
Yeah, those pics actually. She added the more flashy elements.
Sounds like I might have some competition for genuine entertainment.
Oh no, she's heading back to see her family.
Ah. Business isn't right for everyone. Some people just can't take it.
Bill, drinks here still free?
No.
Not even for the person who built your super duper duper computer.
Miss, I'm a very transactional fella.
All right, how much?
Transaction has been concluded.
I just try. How much you charging?
Just ask the bartender. I'm the mayor.
I thought he was serving up drinks last time I was in here.
No, this is his place, but he is not the bartender. This is the
All
normal
right,
bartender.
all right.
He is proverbially in the corner booth of this place. This is his
All right.
haunt, but he is not a server here.
Have we arrived yet?
Yeah, sure. You'd find him in the bar.
Oh, hey, Jules. Oh. You.
What is that supposed to mean?
It just means I'm acknowledging your presence.
You know, he's probably capable of taking your your bounty himself.
I know.
Might do to make friends instead of enemies, Doc.
Well, lucky for us, some of us are out here for things other than money.
You might not want to test my patience, Doc. I'm
What
hurting
is
for
your
caps.
What is your problem today, Taps?
You're the one who's trying to challenge people to death with rock, papers, and scissors.
Give me
That
a
was in
Nuka-Cola.
self-defense.
Oh,
Okay.
don't say that, just in case they...
Death
Rochambeau.
cutting.
They won't know what that
cutting stones and leaflets.
You guys can say it. You could just say it softly and just don't say "I challenge" with it.
You were out there. You know what? Never mind. You get my point.
I don't. You don't really have a point there.
Well, anyone want a drink?
Sure.
I'll buy.
Okay.
Might as well.
Whatever they
Might
want.
as well. Might as
too.
well.
What can I get you?
What's the bar have?
Rum, absinthe, beer,
Gin and tonic for me, please.
beer. It has 3 E's in it.
I'm so fascinated by the beer.
There was a sign that says 1 drink at a time.
Y'all
And the bartender
gotta-
looks at you and just says, 1 drink at a time. Gin or tonic. You can't have both.
Got a gin,
Shadow
chase it
passes
with
over
joy.
Julian's face.
That's terrifying.
Y'all got.
We don't do those frou-frou drinks here.
Y'all gotta-
We do it as God intended. 1 drink at a time.
Who's
Y'all
getting the
got a
tonic?
moonshine. You want moonshine here?
You mean like whiskey?
I don't know the difference in real life.
Isn't moonshine just a term for home-brewed whiskey?
Over alcohol, more or less.
It is distilled.
It's a spirit.
So I know the beer plan didn't work, but maybe the beer plan would. Yeah.
I want to try the beer.
Okay.
That was at least 5 E's.
Oh, you're right.
Beer's the cheapest thing we got on tap.
Does it taste like piss?
Yep, but it'll get you drunk.
Okay.
It's 1 cap a bottle.
Do you get the cat back?
It's free.
No, you don't have.
2 caps per bottle.
Maybe
No.
1 cap for that.
Nope.
Here's a cap.
Some caps are accepted as currency, others are not. Beer bottles are not. You gotta be Nuka-Cola or Sunset Sarsaparilla. So technically you do get a cap back if you get one of those. And they are both for sale.
Well, according to the rule book.
What?
According to the rule book, you do get a cap for drinking a beer.
You do?
Oh.
Free beer.
Yeah. You receive 1 cap upon
Drinks
opening
still
and
free?
drinking a bottle
No.
of beer.
Okay. Well,
Joke's on you, they are.
in the American Midwest, no. In
Okay.
the Commonwealth, sure. That's what I'm saying.
about New Vegas?
Because I want my 1 cap beer.
Do they have bourbon here?
Yeah.
Okay, he wants a bourbon.
Okay.
They had
So
to
y'all
import it
don't
from
have
Kentucky.
moonshine?
Try beer.
All right, I'll do that instead.
Okay.
I'm suddenly afraid of this.
Tommy?
Do you have moonshine? Try the beer.
I already got a drink when the whole drama was going down.
You don't want another?
He has a Nuka-Cola in his hand.
All right.
I got it as soon as there was tea to be spilt. So what are you all up to now?
Little supply run.
Supply run for what? I mean, you guys are on a big mission now that there's that whole Skyvault business, huh? He
That's
was
actually
with you in Vault-Tec
what I
HQ.
wanted to talk with you about. Got a minute?
Oh, really? You're not just here for my charming personality?
Wait, how
No.
does he know about the Skyvault?
I was there. Come on. Do you not remember that,
I was
Gramps?
there.
You
Can't
were the
confirm I was
geriatric
the
old man.
Skyvault.
Remember?
Wait, when did... What?
He went to Vault-Tec HQ with you guys.
He
Oh,
did.
he was?
Yeah.
I forgot.
And
You guys had big beef.
How do you know about this? We were standing next to each other.
I remember the Puppet Man, but...
He was also there the whole time.
Yep.
Oh.
Remember, he
He
was
was
our
just
like
with us.
NPC for a bit, but you like kept insulting him every 5 seconds to the point
I
where I
forgot.
think he got so annoyed that he left.
Yeah. It worked.
Just like Horse Girl.
Yep.
Rescinding her offer of marriage that she was about to extend until she realized.
Jerry's doomed to be a bachelor.
I'm still shipping him with Horse
It's
Girl.
by choice.
Finale. Horse Girl love story.
He
Listen,
likes to say that to make him
grab a
feel better
booth
about
real
himself.
quick.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. And I'll go over and find one of the booths and sit down.
So what's up? Michigan?
Well, not really exactly just Michigan.
No, I was calling you Michigan. Because I'm Illinois.
I think you prefer Tommy, though, right?
Yeah, or I guess you would prefer Hephaestus. I'm not on board with this.
You know, I've heard Timmy Electronics before, too.
Who? Timmy? What am I, 5?
One letter off from your actual name. Not
Yep.
that much more dignified.
Tommy just sounds slightly more mature. Slightly.
You don't want to sound too mature.
Right, exactly.
Don't want to sound like a buzzkill.
He doesn't
Right.
have any problem with that.
Hey, I didn't invite you to the booth.
Jerry, I will cash in your bounty if you say one more thing out of line.
I will challenge
Tabs.
you.
Going to keep a little quieter with that one word?
No. I'm here for this. Come on. Always down for making more money.
I'm going to call a vote in a few days here.
Okay.
Week or two.
On
and talk
what?
with Odysseus about it tomorrow.
About who exactly gets this insanely powerful world-changing station?
There is a chance that this insanely powerful world-changing station could remove the radiation from the Midwest. For good.
Oh boy. Wow, that sounds it's a high potential there.
Yes, but, well, this is where the vote comes in. It's at a bit of a cost.
Okay.
The weather we've been getting lately, that's a precursor.
Snow.
Yeah, well, the plan is, and I won't go into the scientific details too much, I don't want to bore you, is causing an ice age. Be 40, maybe 60 years of uninhabitable Midwest, and then things would be good again.
What?
Like
40 to 60 years. Oh boy.
Do you know how long it would take this radiation to subside on its own?
I'm
Realistically,
not a
not
physicist.
200 years.
A long
But we're
time.
going to ignore that.
Well, okay, it depends. It depends. There are
This-
some isotopes that will last for thousands of years.
And create entire rad storms.
Things are going to be like this for hundreds of years, thousands of years if we don't do anything. We've got a chance for our children to see what could be better about this world. But I don't know if I can make everyone see that.
Which faction's Kool-Aid have you drunk? Sorry, I don't know if that phrase exists here.
It's no one's
Did Jim Jones
Kool-Aid.
happen in
No,
1997?
it was the 70s, I believe. Sorry, say that again.
Turns out I believe in it myself.
I don't know, that takes a lot of persuasion. Huh.
Oh wait, it wasn't Jim Jones in 1997. That was Heaven's Gate. You can tell I've been listening to a lot of podcasts about cults lately.
Love a good cult. Which one?
Well, I mean, it does feel like things have kind of been, pun not intended, frozen here for the last 40 or 60 years. Maybe getting rid of the radiation might solve some food shortages and make...
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, food production in the Midwest used to be kind of a big deal.
True.
Could be again. Could make everyone live better lives, not just the people here.
Okay.
But it would require evacuating. And I know that's not going to be very popular with everyone.
Yeah. I don't know. I think with the way I see things, it's either something big happens or a war happens in 3 years or 2.
Yeah.
So might be nice to have something stir the pot a little bit and keep that from happening.
Something that'll unite people instead of driving them apart, you know?
Yeah, nothing like a big storm to do that.
Right. Anyway, I just wanted to talk to you about this because I know I can't guarantee everyone's vote. I know I can't talk with everyone. I've been compiling materials that probably 3 of you will read, but...
I read your pamphlets.
You do?
What else am I gonna do? It's boring as sin out here.
Gotta be honest, I didn't know you could read.
He just lowers his glasses.
That's why I included the pictures.
Okay, that was funny.
Catch a break.
Please continue before I vote against you.
I'm just asking if when the time comes and we call a vote, you'll put a little faith in it.
Well, I see your case now. Who's managing this station?
Right now, people from before the war. They've been frozen up there for 200 years,
Whoa.
and they're just now coming back.
Oh, that's not good.
After that, my people are going to meet them.
My people.
Enclave.
Oh. Oh boy.
I know.
Can you convince your people to rebrand or something like that?
Rebrand not so much. Act like the proper government they're supposed to be, yes. I know the guy who's in charge over there. He's
I thought we were the proper government. Checks and balances and all that.
Where I came from, we claimed to be the government, but we didn't act like it. Didn't care a whit for the people up here. That's one of the reasons I stayed gone after I left.
So what? Polis was just your backup bow?
No, Polis for the people doing good. Still are. I just think we can do good together now that they've been convinced.
Well, you know what they're going to ask for, right? Polis, that is. Definitely Odysseus. Same thing he asked you when you joined.
And I will consider it, but it's a different issue.
We're not going to... The whole reason we exist is to make sure that these factions don't get out of control. If we need to make sure the Enclave doesn't get out of control, we're going to need someone in it.
I'll have that conversation with Odysseus.
Okay. Well, tell him I said hi.
Sure.
I see your case a little bit.
I know it's not an easy thing to give up. To give up home in your lifetime to secure it in someone else's.
Well, it's easy for me because I'm used to moving around.
Yeah.
Might be a little harder for people more in touch with, farmers and...
That's why I wanted to be us. That helps. I mean, Polis has got people everywhere. Not a lot of people, but people everywhere. And people with everyone. I mean, we could unite anyone who's got a voice in the wasteland to help. I think it's going to be a lot safer of a plan if I can get that vote to go my way.
You thinking of doing it the subtle angle or the loud angle?
What do you mean?
I mean, we could subtly push the strings and convince people that this is just some natural ice age. Or we can tell everyone this is artificial and we're doing this to better your lives.
I don't know if it's a sacrifice everyone's going to want to make, but I think it's one that we're going to have to ask them to make. If Marvin Delroy figured out this was natural, there will be others. And if we don't
Trash
give
talking
them
your
that-
employer.
No, I'm just saying he's not the singular genius that's going to figure this out, despite everyone else.
True.
He's not the only smart person in the wasteland.
Hmm.
And things are going to get more unnatural as time goes on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, didn't normal ice ages take a long time?
Yeah, we're kind of speeding this one up.
Huh. I mean, you could always just call it a nuclear winter and call it a day.
I think that might sell a little better.
You can kind of put nuclear in front of anything and most wastelanders will buy it. Or people that play Fallout games.
But I don't want to deceive anybody. Maybe not everyone agrees with the choice. I mean, let's be real, definitely. Not everyone agrees with the choice, and I know that there's difficulty in asking them to do it anyway. But I'd rather they choose to sacrifice things now for a better future. I'd rather they unite on that front
Yeah.
than just fooling people.
I get that. I'll need to think about that one a little bit more.
Yeah, and I mean, it's something we should all talk about. I'm sure if this actually goes through, Odysseus is going to meet.
Possibly. This is a long period of time.
It's a big conversation to have.
Oh. I think it could avert a war, and that might be for the better.
In the long term, it's going to save a lot of lives.
Yeah. I'd
More
say so.
if we're involved with helping the evacuation.
Say that again?
More if we're involved in helping with the evacuation.
Yeah, I think so. I guess I could see that. Well, I appreciate you giving me a heads up before the vote is called, I guess.
Oh, I mean, we were in town, and, I think I could use every vote I can get.
Mind if I bring up another work-related question to you?
Sure.
Have you kept an eye on what's been going on in the mob lately?
Been kind of filled in, yeah.
From what I've seen, there's been some kind of rapid leadership change.
Barnes Franklin.
Yeah. Did you have a hand in that?
Not myself. Some of my group did.
Well, for what it's worth, you tell those people well played.
I'll pass on your compliments. I think Frankie will appreciate them.
Oh yeah, that's the one guy that's actually a fan of me in your group, right?
Yeah, the musician.
His only fan.
Bless you, I'm a fan of you too. Yeah, I tried that angle on and it didn't work well. Let's forget about it.
Yeah.
But
Let's stick to being honest.
I'm going to go over there now.
Okay, good riddance.
All right, I've done everything I need to do. A lot of you ready to go?
How was the beer?
Terrible. It has alcohol in it, though.
Okay.
Sufficiently drunk?
No.
Okay.
It tastes sharp, like a mouthwash.
It didn't.
It's not a mouthwash. Don't worry.
Gosh.
But it's just interesting.
Beer.
Oh, hey guys, are you good to go? Says Cortland. He has a couple of oxygen tanks in tow.
Yeah, got everything you need?
I think so.
Great. Pick up Nicodemus and let's head out.
Do you guys have the winter coats?
Oh,
That was okay. That would have
was
been
on
on
the
our
list.
list.
Would that have been at the tailor? Or would that have been here?
Probably winter gear would have been here because I would have wanted
Probably.
to pick up snowshoes in addition to that.
And don't forget the respirators.
Yep.
yeah, he's got those. That's the oxygen tanks.
Yeah, so it would have been winter gear, and I would have wanted to pick up a pair of snowshoes for everyone.
Okay.
that.
The whole way through the town, Jerry's just got the missile launcher on his shoulder at the ready to shoot anyone.
Okay.
All right, not the subtle angle.
Roll an intimidation check,
Okay.
which would be speech.
Charisma, speech.
Yeah.
Are you saying that carrying a missile launcher is free speech?
Yes.
The Fallout world it is.
Charisma, big guns.
Sergeant Corporal would seem to think so.
4 successes.
This is my first and second amendment. You can't take this away from me.
What'd you get?
4 successes.
4 successes. Okay. Yeah. You were speaking softly and carrying a rather big stick. So, no one seems to poke or prod you in Treasureton. Good job.
So we go pick up Nicodemus from Haley's shop and then.
Yep. Beep, beep.
Physically.
Come on, the magic school bus. In the van.
Yeah.
Okay. Watch this get copyright stricken for that.
You got the
Oh,
beep
wait,
beep
winter
just
gear?
right.
Yes.
Okay. That'll be 20 caps per person. Snowshoes and big heavy coats.
How many of us already have heavy coats?
We got like a jackets from DTL, but I don't know if that was heavy winter gear. Because that's what
I
we
totally forgot about that. No, they would totally supply you with winter gear from the start. Yeah.
Oh,
Those work.
Okay.
Yep.
nice.
Maybe not snowshoes, but well, it depends on if you probably got like good enough boots for travel in any kind of condition, but snowshoes would probably be something different altogether. If
I
you
would
want
wanna buy those.
ones that look like badminton rackets. Yeah, okay. Those will be 10 caps for all of them. They're pretty cheap.
Sounds
They might have
like
actually been
plan.
labeled badminton rackets.
Well, they'll do.
They have the straps and everything as if they are.
Yeah, you attach it to your
legitimately-
arm. What do you think? That actually sounds fun.
It would hurt.
Alternatively, we're just buying tennis rackets and using them as snowshoes.
You still need straps.
We can figure that out.
Buy straps anywhere.
That's true.
Go to the strap store.
It's also really easy to make straps, and you end up having to do it for so many things that it is like a skill that you really have to use for all kinds of things that you make.
Talk to me out of session. I need straps for the overseer mask.
You need straps.
Okay, that sounds a lot worse than it does. We need straps. Okay.
Doesn't everyone in the Fallout universe?
That's true. Everyone,
yeah.
everyone be strapping. All right. Is that
We're gonna
all you
go-
had to take care of here?
Well, yeah, we're gonna go back to the station for. You need to check in on River. We need to drop Nicodemus
Yes.
off, and then that's probably where we meet
Is the
Frankie.
station still considered part of Chicago?
It's Union territory, though.
Yep. Do you remember first time you came here? There were a couple of Union soldiers that were being shot by people associated with the mob.
Probably relatively safe there.
But before you guys get to Union Station, let's deal with Frankie.
Oh boy.
Heading probably to Palmer House is where Barnes would most likely be, getting used to the throne and all.
Oh, don't let it go to his head, Spencer.
What do you mean? He was planning on this all along.
I know.
It was always destined to go to his head.
Well, he just wanted to
Why
do
would
it
you think
further in
that you
It
advance.
was
have
already
any
in his
choice
head
in the
before it
matter.
even happened.
Yeah, he just thought it would take him at least like 50 or 70 years.
He's like, I'm a ghoul. I can live through it.
That was his
I'm
point.
patient.
He was like, no, I don't need to, like, I'm not going to start a mutiny. That's going to possibly kill me. I'll just wait him out. How long can he take? The answer is technically forever, but
But he didn't know that.
he didn't.
The
Nope.
patience battle of two immortals.
Highlander. All right. Yeah, so you would be instantly recognized at Palmer House, and it's very easy to make your way up to the 4th floor, or 5th floor, where his offices are.
Yep, I've got Pip with me. Pip is on Brotherhood Protocol, as they referred to it.
Correct. Yep. Probably in the elevator, or he would probably just strike up conversation. I'm really excited for your brother to see this.
I am too, Pip. I don't know how he's gonna react though. I know you have a lot of control over the system, right?
Yes.
Try to keep it as real as possible. I know Julian had talked to you about that.
Yeah.
I guess leave the turrets in for now.
I was actually planning on making it even a little more real, I guess, if that's okay with you. Well, just make a few subtle changes, I guess. Yep, you'll see there. It's not too excessive.
No, trust your judgment.
One of the guards has a rocket launcher.
Oop. Well,
There's more than that.
You corrupted him.
This is your influence.
Jerry.
I told you the story's all
hey.
about influence.
He looks like suspiciously like
The
Jerry.
whole Barnes 2 thing was Jerry's idea. So
I don't know.
Pip, have you met Barnes? I guess you
I've
were with
listened in on
Julian
conversations.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you're at least a little used to him. I know he's a little tough on the outside.
I mean, from what I've heard, it's a pretty common disposition around these parts. But it seems like he still really cares about you.
Yeah. I care about him too.
It's good to see that even though he's a little gruff, he still keeping values.
Well, luckily, he's always been like this, so.
Well, good. If you want me to do anything in the simulator, no need to call me out. You can whisper or anything like that, or make a pretty obvious statement like, and if you look over here, you'll see an ice cream fountain, or whatever you want.
Okay.
Don't worry, I didn't put that in,
Try
as much as
ice
I would
cream
have
one
liked to.
time.
It's like, and so it's everywhere now, right? That's the future. Ice cream everywhere.
That's all you're serving at the diner, right?
It's an ice cream bar.
Pip,
They just call it a diner.
I just want you to know you're free to talk to him if you want. I don't know how you feel about making your presence known. If that would put you or Julian in danger, if you think it would in any way.
I would if it would help, but I think right now, from what I've heard, it sounds like Barnes just needs to spend some time with his brother. So, I'll be nice and quiet.
Okay.
You see 2 hands, boop, 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 appear on your Pip-Boy.
And if you notice anything odd going on around us,
Ooh, good idea.
just give us a heads up.
Yep.
No.
Alarm bells, that sort of thing. I'm not going to immediately start burning the diner to the ground or anything crazy like that. Wake up. Wake up.
This is a simulation.
This is all fake. Please leave. No.
A fire door appears just in the air. Please leave. Okay. Is Barnes in Palmer House?
Yes.
Okay. I'm walking
Yes.
in with this microwave oven sized device. I don't know how big
Yep.
it is.
Yeah, you'd see he's on, actually, a telephone. Yeah. I don't care. Maybe take off a finger. That's it. Okay. If you have any other questions, you let me know. This is a very important matter. Boop. Oh, hi, Frankie.
Who was that about?
Oh. Just some guy named Gary. Not that important.
no, not Gary. That's not Gary Dance of the Ohio State Militia, is it?
How do you know him?
Oh, well, we met him in Columbus. He was fired for being upset at the mob.
Yeah. Well, he should have stayed down. He tried to do the old Jerry Fletcher special. Tried waltzing up to Palmer House with a machine gun. What is it with people these days? Ugh.
I don't know who thinks it's a wise idea to
I
waltz
know!
up in the middle of mob territory.
I like to think that Jerry
But
has actually
yeah, I should Barnes. I should probably clear up a bit of a misunderstanding. Jerry only did that not because he wanted to, hurt anyone or anything. He didn't know that you knew he was Jerry or that I was Nelson. And there's a group that his brother used to run. It was that
Gnosis.
Gnosis group, yeah.
Yeah.
And he thought making an appearance as his brother would be enough to get the mob to start going after them. I don't know what the mob's relationship with them is after their whole
We want him
stunt.
dead.
Well, good to know that we're all on the same page. You don't happen to have followed them recently or know where they're at,
No.
do you?
They went up north. Probably to Wisconsin. Not as much our territory. But if they ever show their ugly heads in our territory, they're not going to be around for much longer. Well, you gotta understand, if you're not looking to hurt anyone, you probably don't grab a rocket launcher.
He just wanted to make it look like Pete was a threat. So.
Roll a speech check. Difficulty of 3.
Okay.
Success will yield him lowering the bounty on Jerry.
Lowering the bounty.
Sorry,
Okay.
removing the bounty.
Lowering the
yeah.
bounty.
Just completely removing
50
it.
caps.
Oh, okay.
Bring him in, but I don't really care that much about him. He's not worth
Yeah,
much.
we're using the suit. 3 successes.
There
Okay.
we go.
Okay, that is actually a little bit more thought through than I thought.
He's not always direct with what he wants, and I'm sure he could have worked out a deal with the mob to
Probably.
try and follow them. If you guys weren't so boneheaded, I think you guys would get along rather well.
With that guy? Yeah.
He'd surprise you.
Well, he did give us a new chem recipe.
Oh, I forgot
Anyways.
about that.
What's the status on the warhead?
Oh, well, we haven't gone to the station yet, but
Figures. Did you get it in? To the little base?
no, we haven't gone there yet.
No, the Enclave base. Their bunker. Underneath the museum. Is it with you right now? Is it in the Beagle case?
Yeah, it's in the bugle case.
Oh,
He doesn't know that, but Frankie does.
yeah.
Did you want it in the Enclave base or on the...
Oh, no, I just figured that you went back. I just,
Oh, I did.
wanted to make sure you didn't get caught with it or you didn't, tell them about it.
Oh, no, I mean, I think it triggered their little radiation meter, but I'm a ghoul. They didn't think it was anything.
Go ahead and roll a quick speech check.
Well,
He
I
is
said
doing
the
an
G-
inside check on you.
I said the G word. Ooh! That's 4 successes, and one of them's a critical.
What's the number of the critical?
1 and 3.
He got a 1 and a 6, so that will count. He also doesn't have a 6 in speech, so that is just 3 successes from him. Good. You were telling the truth, anyways.
Yeah.
Well, good. Glad to hear that'll work out. So, what brings you here today?
Well, I actually wanted to show you something. I didn't have it with me last time, but one of my friends, one of her friends, been working on this virtual reality simulator. Well, I want to show it to you.
Okay. Could be profitable, I guess. Let me see how this thing works.
Well, it's not a. I mean, I guess Nico kind of does have it as a business in Xanadu, but I don't think that was the point of it exactly.
Oh,
I think it'll make more sense once we're inside.
inside? It's a little small.
No, I imagine there's like some bike helmets that are attached to it. Like,
That's actually rather appropriate.
Go ahead and put one of these on.
Roll a speech check. He's not one to be okay with blindfolding himself. And that's
Frankie
kinda
is
what it
also
is.
putting it on, if that helps. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, just roll a speech check. Difficulty of 1.
2 or 3.
2 action points. All right. He puts it on, and immediately you would see before you Frankie's place. Oh, Frankie. Wow. So, you've done a lot of work on this, I see.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't even do any of this. They were the ones who built it in here. I mean, they took, my idea and ran with it, but it's not as far off as you think, Barnes.
He looks around and you would see there are turrets, couple guards on the perimeter, one with a rocket launcher, as Pip promised.
This is what I was talking about. The difference we could make in the world.
Where's the difference here? This is a restaurant.
Well, I mean, it's a simulation of a location. The difference.
Why does it smell like strawberries?
That's a great question. I don't know why it smells like strawberries.
That's the milkshakes.
I'm gonna look around for the Pip baby in the sun, like the.
He would actually be able to display himself independently that Barnes wouldn't see. You would just see him say,
I'm not smelling any strawberries.
Am I smelling strawberries?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
You can lie if you want to.
Why does it smell like strawberries? It doesn't.
Weird flex.
This is a glitch.
I don't
Meanwhile,
Much
Zinnia's just
production
outside,
process.
just wafting some strawberries towards Bar.
I told Pip to watch the doors.
I think it's still in development. I don't know where the strawberries.
I mean, it's not a bad scent.
Well, but I know it doesn't look like it's making a whole lot of difference now, but the difference we make with it is what we do with it. The people we meet, the people that come here.
And you're doing what for them? Just feeding them? Is this a business idea, or is this like a soup kitchen kind of deal?
Well, I mean, we gotta stay afloat somehow. We're not gonna give away free food. But
Sensible.
it's a place to show people what life could be. Everyone's used to fighting each other for their next meal, just trying to survive, not knowing if today's going to be their last day. If people can see what, entertainment, music, people having a good time, we can remind them of what life was like, what it could be. That's what I want to do with it, Barnes. It's not about giving away food or just playing music. It was never about that.
Sounds like Mom.
Well, I mean, it wasn't exactly her idea, but she did inspire a lot in us as kids. At least in me.
Well, simulation or not, people do look kind of happy here. you would look around then. There is actually a representation of you at the stage performing. There's also a representation of him sitting in a booth, not flipping patties, but you can see him wearing what looks to be traditional mob garb, and with a few of his own men. Essentially, it's the representation of him still in the mob. I see I'm not the sous chef anymore.
Well, I mean, you could still cook if you wanted to.
And there was Barnes behind the counter, in, one of those chef hats.
Does he have a
and
kiss the
stripe.
cook?
What?
Does he have a kiss the cook?
No.
No,
Pip
Nick's,
is not pressing his luck. Kiss the ghoul. You're dead.
I'm leaving.
Thought you said this was a good future. It's been a while since I've actually cooked anything. Roll a very important persuasion check. Hidden difficulty.
Use your caps.
Okay,
Buy
how
another,
many
buy another
successes?
one.
Hidden difficulty.
Oh no.
And partial
Buy-
successes.
Buy another one for
This
an
is-
action point so you can get 2 extra dice.
Yeah,
It's
I,
worth it.
I would agree. I would agree with that if everyone else
You
is
wanna
okay
use
with it.
Yeah.
5 dice.
Yeah.
So
All right,
you have
we'll
4
do it.
dice, 4 dice.
So
He's
Well,
buying
that's-
one in addition to using the
or-
2 that we've already got.
Okay.
this is very important.
It is important. This is your big
No, I mean
character
which
moment.
dice I pick.
Oh.
Yes, is very important.
I think these are the right ones.
You are not wearing the hat right now. Simulator.
And I used this suit
Well,
earlier.
okay.
Darn it!
Nope.
But why couldn't this hat be simulated?
No, because I'm wearing a
Do
helmet.
you have luck points?
I have luck points. Yeah.
Use luck
so.
points.
Couldn't you put the hat on top?
You'll be
the-
fine. You'll be great.
Theoretically, but it wasn't
Well,
mentioned.
I also
and putting
I
on
also
something else
have
was.
the smooth talker.
Oh, also you can only have one headgear on at
think
a
Smooth
time.
Talker
For
is a-
stats, at least.
you can-
I know Margie has
a
the
contested
gas
check.
mask
Is this-
and the hats,
oh,
but
yeah.
she's not using any stats from the hats.
Spencer,
Remember?
is this
I do
contested?
remember that.
No.
Okay.
This is just 1 to 5. How persuasive are you?
Oh, that looks good.
2 critical. 1. That one doesn't cut it, but that's still 5, and one of them's a critical.
5 successes.
In difficulty was 6.
1,
Sucker.
1, 3, and 7. If that makes a difference.
So 5 successes.
Yep.
I guess it is a little easier to see when it's not in crayon. Is this what you want, Frankie?
After it's all over. Yeah.
I'm in. Maybe not as the chef. I got a business to run, but what can I say? Xanadu's a fine success. I don't see why this place wouldn't be one either. And it looks like you're dedicated to doing the work, not just dreaming.
I've spent a lot of time thinking how I'm gonna pull this off, Barnes. I know I haven't had a lot of work to show for it before, but
That 20,000 caps I just gave you might help.
well, it'll
Well,
help. It'll
Sorry,
go a long way.
that Nelson withdrew.
It's all right. No one can hear you in here.
Good.
So good.
I'm
Correct.
gonna go tell everyone.
Pips is like, "Hey, I got the caps."
Jules, I learned something new about myself today. I'm a narc.
Barnes, I do have another question for you. It's we don't have to be in here for it. We can talk outside.
Yeah. Boop. Wait, how do I get this thing off?
Just do the motion of taking off the helmet. You should be able to reach it.
And it turns off. You're back in his office.
No one's broken in, have they?
No. Pep was true to his word. It's just you in the office.
Barnes, I was having another conversation with another friend. She has been looking for her dad for a long time. She came from out west.
Gotcha.
And, we were just having a conversation about it, and she said she wasn't so sure that it would be best for her to find him. And I told her, well, that it'd be a lot better to know than to live with doubt the rest of your life, right?
Yeah.
And that made me realize that there was something I didn't know. I know Mom and Dad are gone, but I feel it's time that I know what happened to them, Barnes. I know you've been holding back to protect me, but we're both adults here, Barnes.
Yeah, you're not as much my kid brother anymore. Well, you still are, but
Only if you're okay with talking about it. It was harder on you than it was me.
Frankie, maybe we need your optimism. And I don't know if I want to ruin that. I'm not gonna hide it from you. But are you sure you want to know?
It's not gonna hurt me, Barnes. I've already been through that. It's not gonna change how I feel about the future.
All right. After Mom and I were sure you were safe, she went back for Dad, and I went with her. You remember that?
That's about all I remember.
Dad went feral. And Mom was optimistic till the end, wishing that there was a part of him left. I wasn't. He attacked her. Was lethal. And I put him down. But too late. There you go. And if I keep having to do the dirty work to keep our family safe, I'm happy too. It's good to see that some part of Ma's still out there.
Barnes, why have you been carrying this around for so long?
Because I screwed up. I had to learn to know when someone was gone way too early. But also too late. I could have saved Mom. I didn't.
That can't be your fault, Barnes.
I should have known by then. But that's just the world that we live in. Now, I'm not whipping myself on the back for what I did, but you're alive, and that's what mattered. And after that, it was just my job to protect you, and Stella's, well, you can take care of yourself. It just... How exactly was I going to tell you? They're dead. I killed them both. Now let's move on.
No, I admit you couldn't have said anything at the time. But we're both here because of you. Let's be honest.
It's about time. No. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be in this chair if it wasn't for whatever you just pulled off. Or are you talking more after the Adamites?
Everything.
So, what is this? Thank you?
Well, I'm sure I thanked you enough, but never hurts to say it again.
Don't. I'm not asking you to berate me, but
What do I have to berate you for?
you shouldn't be thanking me for what I did with our parents.
Barnes, if you hadn't have done anything, none of us would be here.
That's true.
We were kids, Barnes. And you did everything you could have.
Not true. I should have learned a lot quicker about the wasteland. About when it's time to cut your losses. Maybe I let a little bit too much on me.
Well, it's good to see a part of her still lives in you.
I don't know how she would have reacted if I told her I want to be a mob boss when I grow up.
No, I don't think Mom or Dad would have cared much for the mob. But we have a chance to make them proud again, Barnes.
Maybe. Well, one thing is certain. Those filthy Adamites aren't killing anyone anymore. At least not here. I made sure of that. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I appreciate you being honest, Barnes.
It's long overdue. Maybe after this is all over, maybe we can give him a proper burial. I kind of just had to run. I don't know if they're still there. I doubt it.
We can give them the respect they deserve, even if they're not there anymore.
That could work. Now, back to making our parents proud, I guess.
Yeah, well, do you think I could speak to Gary?
Why?
Well, we know each other and we've got some rather important business to take care of in Columbus. You know, we got a lot of people to move soon.
Well, that's taken care of. We've got the militia in our pocket.
Gary's got a lot of energy to him. I think he could certainly help with that. I know him and the mob aren't on the best of terms, but this could be a step in the right direction.
He's not. He knows why we have the militia in our pocket. If we just let him go, worst he could do is spread information. I'm gonna be honest, we were planning on killing him in a couple days. He hasn't given us any information.
What are you asking for information on?
The marshal, the head of the militia.
He was fired from the militia.
He was demoted,
Well,
reduced to flute private or whatever ranks they have.
so why are you looking for information on the marshal? Didn't Nelson have, like, a whole docket on him or something?
Yeah, we've got the marshal's daughter. But someone told him to come to Chicago. And I want to find out who.
Well,
If it's the marshal, we might have to remind him who's in charge.
how about I talk to him? Maybe he'll be more forthcoming.
I'll give you 5 minutes. Follow me.
5 minutes more than I could have asked for.
That's true.
So,
Which Flora Palmer house is Gary being held in?
I believe it's 3.
Oh.
Wait, no, that's the chem lab. 4.
Oh, poor
Yeah.
Gary.
It looks to be like there are hotel rooms that have been converted into prison cells. And one of them is very Spartan, definitely converted into an interrogation room. No one-way mirror, though. Mom doesn't need that. That's
It's
pointless.
Palmer house.
Yeah. Yeah. And you would see a rather bruised, out of uniform militiaman, Gary. Rather unkempt, rather bloodied. You can see you can probably barely even see out of his eyes. They're so swollen. There would be 2 guards at the door, outside of the door, and Barnes would go into the room with you. Or at least he would ask to. All right, now I gotta make sure that this, I'll be honest, I don't know how much I trust you in an interrogation, so I want to keep an eye on you.
why don't you just put the bug back on my suit, huh?
Nope, you're getting me. No bug this time.
Alright, he can come.
All right.
I'm not gonna persuade him out of it.
Yep. So you went to the
Gary
room.
like gagged and tied to a chair. in
No,
here?
no. Well, he is tied to a chair.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
With very thick rope. Back for more.
I'd prefer not, Gary. I know it's been a while. You remember me? Frankie. Met you in Columbus?
In the train. What do you want?
Can you give the kid a stim pack, for Christ's sake?
Barnes is rolling with you. He would pull out a stim
Sorry,
pack
Sorry.
and inject it into Gary.
I'm sorry, Gary. You shouldn't have come here.
So now you got the tank on my side. What is this? Good ghoul, bad ghoul?
No, Gary, I'm trying to make sure they don't kill you.
This is new. He says he looks as he looks to Barnes, who is just leaning up against a wall.
Gary, I'm sure you know what they've been trying to ask you, but why'd you come to Chicago? I know why, but how'd you figure it out?
I'm not telling.
Does he have all his fingers?
He does right now.
Okay.
That order was not executed quite
Oh, thank goodness.
Gary, I'm trying to make sure they don't punch you in the face over and over again.
yet. And if I tell you, they're just gonna have someone else killed, right?
Well, look to Barnes.
Yeah, we're not exactly gonna tell whoever his source is to just take a nice long walk. Now, are we?
Well, but what if they didn't send him here to, you know, destroy the mob in its entirety? What if they just sent her to find the daughter? Not everyone is out to get the mob. There's a lot of people Nelson made angry, but
Well, then that information is supposed to be secret.
I thought you already knew that.
Hmm?
I thought Gary already knew that the daughter was here.
No, he does, but no one else should.
No.
That's why they're gonna kill him, is because he knows.
Gary, come on, you gotta work with me on this.
Is there an alternative to revealing my contact?
Yeah, it sounds like the alternative is dying. I've already sent too many people out to California. I don't think it's gonna work again.
What? Is that a euphemism for death or something? Take him to California. No!
Considering the state of California,
Yeah,
it
that
might be.
That's valid.
Here, what can I do to change your mind?
You can start with untying me. And let me go.
Are you gonna tell us who your contact is?
I thought you were supposed to be a nice guy. You were dealing with the Doppel soldiers, right?
Yeah, if I untie you, are you gonna tell us who your contact is?
I don't trust any single one of you one bit. And I know what I'm getting. Frankly, if I tell you, you're gonna kill me. I have zero trust in any of you. So I'd rather go out on my own terms. He's not wrong, that was the plan.
So what? He's not gonna. This is to Barnes.
Yeah.
He's not gonna say anything, and you're just gonna kill him.
Oh, we're gonna kill him 2 days. Nothing like a timeline to encourage someone. He's got time to reconsider, he says as he looks down at him.
Jules, didn't your dad say something about truth serum?
We've talked about the concept. Yeah.
2 days sounds like enough time to think.
Glad you agree. Is that all you want, Frankie?
From Gary, yeah. Sorry we had to
Don't
meet
let the
like this,
door hit you
Gary.
on your way out. Stick a trombone in it.
Was that really necessary?
No, it's just funny.
You and I have very different opinions of humor.
Door shuts.
Well, Barnes, do you mind waiting those 2 days? We might have a way to get an answer out of him if it's important. One that's not torture.
Does it involve that simulator thing?
Well, it could if we gave Gary an implant, but
I don't need an implant to put the simulator on. But
I thought you needed to pull memories.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would. Yep.
I could run it by my friends.
I don't know what kind of spooky government thing you can do, but I would greatly appreciate finding out who his source is.
Well, is there a chance it could have just been the... Who's running the Ohio State
Marshall.
militia? Yeah,
Marshall Gadsden.
what if it was just him that told Gary?
That's 90% most likely who it is. He just isn't saying. Which, you know, it's not really on us. We can always just schedule a meeting. Or maybe he's just someone who did his work on his own and didn't tell nobody.
I mean, he's not in a uniform.
Yeah, I imagine marching down,
In
Main
bright
Street.
red, that would, definitely give it away.
yeah.
Is he the only one of the militia here, though?
Well, we got Scarlett Gadsden, Marshall's daughter, but
She's not militia.
no.
He could be working alone.
Again, I find it hard to believe that someone would come up to Palmer House alone with a weapon, but I guess it's happened twice now, so.
Here, listen,
Well-
a nickel for every time it happens.
Why don't you...
It's not a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
You just send a message to the marshal. Ask him if he sent Gary. I'll talk to my friends. If you get a no from Marshall, then we'll figure something out. Just don't chop off any of his fingers.
The marshal isn't going to just say, yeah, I sent someone to free my daughter. You know what that means, right?
Well,
If he tries to get out of his agreement,
tell him you're not Nelson.
Nelson didn't arrange this plan. I did.
Which plan?
The
The
whole
daughter
plan.
plan?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Does
Barnes.
he think it's Nelson?
No, he's met me.
Well,
If he reveals that he's been trying to free his daughter, essentially to escape his agreement with us, then we need to remind him that we're serious about this agreement. Do you know what that means?
yes, I know what it means, Barn, and I'd much prefer you didn't kill anyone.
It'll be great if we found his contact then. Put a lid on this.
Just give me some time.
I'd appreciate seeing whatever you all can come up with. Spares me some blood.
Might be a little off topic. You don't know the Doppel soldiers. Nelson didn't have a file on them, did they? Did he?
No, I know them very well. He was
Oh.
planning on sending a branch of up to Milwaukee. They're looking to expand and work with the mob. They've been trying to impress us for a while now. They're not bad.
Here in Chicago?
Yeah,
Is it Mike?
yeah. They're Zathura or something.
Isn't that a movie?
It doesn't have to be
Also a
anything.
Nietzsche novel.
Doesn't have to be anything fancy.
Or
but
Zarathra.
send him a care package. Tell him Frankie remembers him.
A care package?
Yeah.
Chopper gunner.
Tell
Whoa!
him, send him a fruit basket. I don't know.
Bubble bath? How did he know?
Wait, hold on. Say that again.
Spice face
Tell
mask.
Mike to.
Send him a gift. Tell
Mike?
him Frankie. Yeah, Mike. Or just to the Doppel soldiers, I guess. Tell him Frankie remembers him.
You've interacted with them before?
I also met them down in Columbus shortly after we met Gary. We had a whole plan. You remember Court Lawn? You met him, right?
Yeah.
They had kidnapped him and then sent him to Xanadu. It was a whole nightmare. We were trying to find Court Lawn. We tried to give them fake beer.
Fake beer.
Yeah.
Normal beer is
fake
not hard to make.
Frankie just looks like all the air has been let out of him.
Well, I mean, I don't imagine any of you is some, brewer or some chemical genius, right?
He very politely let us go after I brought up Nelson's name.
Oh, yeah, that does tend to get people out of many problems.
So,
Not anymore, though.
just send him a gift. It'll be nice.
Tell him Frankie remembers him.
Yeah.
Sure.
We could use them in helping move people too. They've got quite a crowd down in Columbus.
That's true. Strong outfit. They make fine fodder if you ever needed to take a city.
You okay?
Yeah, it's just water.
Pulled the old Frankie routine, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cough like an old
Well,
man who's been smoking
uh,
for like 85 years. I'm usually fine.
And this
I
is
just, like,
because
look-
you're secretly an old lady who's been smoking for 85 years, right?
Yes.
They're
Fine.
good. They're good people.
Yeah.
Treat them well.
I'll let them know, and I'll send real beer this time.
Please do.
You should send real beer, but like Sharpie, like Zippis on like the bottom.
Frankie remembers you.
Is it piss?
He's like, my enemy.
Is this some kind of joke?
In parentheses, it's real.
That's definitely a, hey, number 2, drink this before I do. How is it?
Oh,
Mike was a nice guy.
Sure.
A little German, but a nice guy.
That guy was nice, but, a little German.
All the Germans
A
are
little,
doing this.
a little extravagant,
All of our German fans are now
Little too in-
alienated.
little too into the halberds and whatever they carry around.
They're strangely half-decent at heavily armored enemies. I wouldn't go attacking a Brotherhood Paladin with one of them, but we'll chew through ballistic weave pretty easily.
Well, good to know to stay on the good side, I suppose.
Yeah. I'll send them your regards. And not in the normal mob regards fashion.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah. Wait, you said to send them your regards, so we killed them. I meant a fruit basket.
Okay. I believe that's all I had at the mob.
Okay.
I'll pick up the projector.
Mhm.
And on my way out, can I talk to Pip?
Yeah, you sure can. Would you like to do this in private?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Just wanted to clarify.
Hey Pip,
Yeah.
I've got a question for you.
Shoot.
Gary's a real nice guy.
Yeah,
and
he seemed like it.
I hate to see him like that.
Kind of wish there was a way to control the mob or control the militia without.
Without holding their daughter hostage.
Yeah.
You and me both.
Maybe you could tell Barnes that though it was his plan, maybe since Nelson is out, he could say that it was always Nelson making the orders, and set the daughter free and Gary free, and say it's a gift, starting a new relationship, that kind of thing.
I'm not gonna lie, Pip, I did want to say that, but I don't know if Barnes would have bought it. It's worth a shot, but to him that'd be throwing away a whole relationship that the mob has, potentially. I'd love to, be friends with them and work with them on friendly terms, but
Yeah.
to Barnes that could be losing an important well, you get it.
Do you think it's necessary
What's necessary?
to work with the mob when they do things like this? I mean, I know Barnes is your brother, but I don't know. It's the mob is the mob.
No, Pip, I don't think it's right. And that's why I wanted to talk to Gary. If I could get him to speak without having to hurt him anymore, I would have much preferred that. There's not a way you could just help him walk out of there, is there?
Well, it looked like those locks were mostly manual. Maybe we can talk about it with the rest of the group. Maybe there's a way out of this.
Yeah. Trust me, I love my brother, but when it comes to the mob, I hate working with them.
Yeah. Maybe it is just one of those, necessary evils, I guess. But not saying that, your brother is, well,
I get it, Pip. It's not necessary and he doesn't have to do it, but it'll
Yeah.
take a lot of persuading for him to see that he could make right relationships with people. There's a lot of people that hate the mob for good reason.
yeah.
We'll find a way, though.
Yeah. That's good to know.
You didn't see anything odd while we were in the simulator, did you?
No, it was, completely quiet.
That's good.
I guess, he has a rather secure room. Which I imagine he should.
In a theoretical sense, Nelson had a computer up there, right?
No, it was mostly paper.
I could have sworn Nelson had a computer when you talked to her.
Or he had a Pip-Boy, didn't he?
He did.
Oh. I guess we can think about that for later. I just remembered Nelson had
You
a
did
Pip-Boy.
have access to it.
Ugh.
Now it's in Iowa.
Oh, does Al have it?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't. Well, I guess that is important. I don't think I grabbed it though.
Hmm? What do you
It
mean?
wouldn't have been on Nelson, right? Because I never explicitly grabbed
That's a good point.
unless he wears it to bed.
I mean,
Maybe
but
he
you
does,
would
I
have
think.
wanted to keep up the illusion that you were Nelson. So if he normally wears it around, you would have worn it
He
around.
he would wear it in bed because it is his emergency communication too. There's an
Makes sense.
alarm program
Yeah,
into
okay.
it. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
Is that all you want to take care of in Palmer House? Okay. Are the rest of you all are you
Pip, you think they're doing all right in Treasureton?
I sure hope so. Are you guys picking up Frankie?
What just
In a
happened?
romantic way, yes.
And with that, we will take just a brief break.
Pip, what'd you think about Bonds?
Do you want to have this conversation?
Yeah,
Or-
Pip has a comment.
Pick up with that later.
Yeah, we'll pick up with that later. We'll
What
take.
did I miss?
No, you're not.
All right, hold on.
When we're on
Ahem. We'll be back in 12 minutes. Thank you. Okay, and we're back. A little later, but that's all good. So, you are all in the van right now. Van party. Where are you going?
We're going to Union Station. You need to talk to River. And I probably better call Ulster about our employment.
Yes, that's right.
Hey, we quit.
Oh, and
a
we're
little bit.
dropping Nico off too while we're there.
Yes. So as you guys pull up to Union Station, you would see River Thatcher leaving. He's got a backpack on. He is ready to go. He looks like he's completely recovered. So you're probably wait. Actually, roll a pilot check for Van.
Watch me roll like a complication or something and like
Hit him.
crash the van. Like,
This is just for flavor. So this is a
no, he's recovered. I can fix it.
this is a non action point generating check. It's just for flavor.
Oh,
What?
that don't
What's
look
the
good.
details of this? What's the details of this check? It's
Pilot.
Perception pilot?
Perception. Correct.
Well, I feel like you're good at that at least.
it's one away.
Marty.
I'm gonna use one luck.
I just realized
I
there's
just-
nail polish on.
Yeah.
So pretty.
Slay.
I wish that were real. It's not.
Big sad.
What'd you get?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. How do you imagine a van would
Oh yeah, I saw the
would park with 0 successes?
What's the
What?
On the curb.
Tomorrow, so I wanted to see.
There you go.
Did you roll any complications?
No.
On the curb.
Okay, so you're looking to park, and then you see him come out like, "Oh, hey, Tommy," sorry, not Tommy. Tommy's not here.
River.
River. Oh,
Tommy's
wow, what's he
alive.
doing here? And you are completely caught off guard. You nearly hit him. He has to jump out of the way to dodge.
Like,
But you
My
stop the
ship is
van.
going so well.
yeah, like slam on the brakes, get out.
Oh, what?
Sorry.
What? Wait, are you trying to kill me?
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Just saw my life flash before my eyes, and it was a blue van.
Just the angle of the sun, all of a sudden, it was blinding.
But the sun's over there. You were facing away from the sun.
Hit the mirror, just wrong.
Well, I suppose that makes sense. Huh.
I got you.
Amazing.
Now, say, you all aren't here to kidnap me again, are you?
Do you want? No.
Do I want to be kidnapped? Oh,
Depends on who's kidnapped.
I really don't think so.
Marty accidentally floating. Do you want to be? I just wanted to talk to you.
Well, okay, I don't see a problem with that. So, we can talk. Is this a thing in private or?
No. Oh, I was just wondering if you had any more information about Holiday.
Well, right now I sure hope Holiday is alive. I was expecting him to, come on out here and probably save me, but I guess he didn't.
Oh. So you haven't heard anything from him?
Afraid not. And guess I'm gonna head on out and make sure he's still okay. Say, you met Jorge, didn't you? Actually, are you in power armor right now?
No.
Okay. Never mind then.
That's his power arm.
Oh yeah, I do have that. I repainted it, but
Do you happen to know where he is now?
last I saw him, he was in Xanadu.
Ah.
Well, right outside. He kind of lost
He lost what?
in the arena.
Arena. Huh.
Yep. Do you know about that?
I'm new to the area.
They have a blood sports arena.
Well, if he lost, I guess it isn't really a blood sport now. That sounds like normal sport to me.
Well, they kind of take a vote on whether to kill him.
Oh, so it's like a Caesar thing. You know, thumbs up, thumbs down. Huh.
Yep.
Well, I was going to say it's good that some traditions are lasting, but maybe that's not the tradition that should last.
Probably not.
Huh. Well, he has something that's rather important to all of us. Would be good to get that from him, but I'm not going to beat him in a fight.
Is it some kind of chip?
Not a chip. No, no, ma'am. It's a key card.
Right. What was the name of the ship?
The Corinthian.
Is it to the Corinthian?
That, not, do you have it?
What do you need it for?
Can we have this conversation in private? Okay. Now remind me, you said you were from Cooney, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, rather intense driving notwithstanding, you seem like someone who does really, well, care about the well-being of others, right? So, Holiday, he leads this little organization, the Crimson Followers, branch off of the Followers of the Apocalypse. Our whole shtick is destroying pre-war weapons that have the potential to kill a large amount of people. Think of it like kind of like the Brotherhood of Steel, but we don't keep all the nifty stuff. We just destroy it,
Okay.
and mainly weapons. We're not prospectors. Corinthian is a submarine, a nuclear submarine from before the war,
Like it runs on nuclear power?
and it has nuclear missiles on it.
Oh.
It sunk, I think, 3 years before the war actually began, but the missiles are still intact.
Sunk in a bad way?
Ma'am, I don't know if there's sunk in a good way.
For a submarine, there is.
Touche. No, I think there was an explosion in the aft, and most of the forward compartment flooded. Or was it what's the rear of a ship called?
I've never been on a ship.
I know, me neither. Well,
We have so much.
we're all a little inexperienced with, seamanship, but their key card is one of the things that can actually launch those missiles. God forbid.
So what does having it do?
Well, to access the silos, you are going to need one of those. You could destroy it. There's another key card on board the submarine that we could use to access it, and frankly, having just another out in the wild might not be a good idea, especially for the penchant for misuse. But someone must be attacking the rest of the group. Something must have happened. So I just sincerely hope that someone isn't gonna take that key card and cause a whole lot of trouble. Or at least figure out about it.
You talking about the key card that's in the wild? Or
On sub. Not that one. Or not the one that you have. Sorry, I don't... Have you shown him it?
No, I haven't shown
Okay. Now, I don't know exactly if Holiday is your dad. But we can always use all the help we can get. Especially if things are as dire as I fear.
How do you need help?
No? If someone's trying to hurt us, being able to stop them.
So you want weapons?
No, I was thinking manpower.
Oh,
Or woman power.
you're inviting me to...
Why not? I mean, you're from out west. There's a bunch of us out there.
kind of promised to do something else right now.
Well, that's fine. We all got different roads to walk. Well, if you ever get that finished, you can probably find us at Sheboygan. I hate saying that.
Sheboygan.
Wisconsin.
Did we go there?
We've not been to Wisconsin yet.
No,
Nope.
Wisconsin yet? There was something about that. It got mentioned before. Oh no, it was in relation to these people.
Correct. We're trying to build an icebreaker there to go out onto the lake.
Oh, to go down?
That's the plan. Apparently one of the missiles is some kind of stealth thing, too. Evade radar.
So if someone else got there first, they could use it?
Correct. Heaven forbid. But that's why we're going there first. We're all putting on power armor and descending into the icy cold of Lake Erie. Or Chicago. I don't know my lakes too well around here. Michigan?
Like Chicago.
Yeah.
He really doesn't know his lakes that well.
Sorry, I'm a zoologist by trade. Which, I mean, I suppose knowing a sampling of geography is kind of necessary.
Yeah.
What was your name again?
Margie?
Margie
Shelton?
Shelton. Well, I can always ask him, as long as he's alive, if he happened to have a daughter named Margie.
Yeah. He would recognize the name Shelton too. It's not his, but
Well, I imagine his name is Holiday.
that's the last name?
Correct. We've tried prying his first name out of him, but no dice.
Yeah. If you...
I bet it's something stupid like Neil.
Is that Doc Holliday's first name?
No.
Oh.
I think Doc Holliday's first name may possibly be Doc. No.
I didn't know that was a thing you could do.
There was a trend in the 1800s of naming people doctor, or senator, or judge.
You
I'm
get
not
a-
making this up.
You
There
get
are-
an easy PhD that way. That's Dr. Teddy, baby.
Yep. There you go.
If you wouldn't mind, telling him about me, and then
Well,
I don't know where we'll be.
no, that's fine. Do you have a radio frequency you prefer?
I don't know much about that. We didn't really get a whole lot of radio in Cooney.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Mountains probably bounce those radio waves right off. Well, I guess our paths just diverge right now. But maybe they'll come together again.
I know where you'll be, I guess.
That's true. If we're not in Sheboygan, we'll be out in the water. I do understand that one's appearance is a private affair, but if I am assuming Holiday has, had rambunctious years in his life, and a name is not enough, should I provide a physical description?
He last saw me when I was a very small kid.
Oh, okay, then it's pointless.
Yep. And also, that wouldn't have been, well, maybe it would have been a little... he did get he got kicked out of Cooney. So I guess you could say that that was kind of rambunctious, but he was there before that. So
Well,
if he doesn't
Holiday-
remember that name, I would be surprised.
He's kept rather mum about most of his backstory, I guess. So I guess that would check out. But I'll run the name by him. Anything else you got to ask me about?
You know, I think Jules has some kind of radio or knows more about them.
Who's Jules?
She's another person I'm working with.
Oh, okay. Sure, if she's got contact information that... Well, you
don't-
just want me to run by Holiday and ask, do you know Margie Shelton? And with whatever he says, relay it back to you?
If you could, yeah. I'd appreciate that.
Okay. And you can just have that frequency memorized, so you can write it down. Yeah, Holiday's got the radio, but no. Pending his status of living, I'll try and get back to you.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck with the submarine.
Thanks. If you hear a loud bang, that was us. Or ideally, you don't hear a loud bang.
I would hope not.
Mm-hmm.
All the way from Wisconsin would probably be a big bang.
Probably. Now, stay safe there, Margie Shelton.
You too.
And he would walk away. Bye, River. Hope you find Margie's dad. All right.
Sparks fly.
Oh no, they're igniting the nukes.
You should have said bye to you too. River Thatcher. Done the whole full name thing like he did. He was obviously trying to flirt with you.
No, he's definitely the kind of guy that's like, I'm gonna forget a name unless I use the whole thing.
Yeah.
He
It's
gives
like,
his
obviously
I met
trying to
someone.
flirt with her.
She thinks you might be her father. Her name was.
Ah, shoot.
Her name was. Gosh, it was something.
She was wearing a gas
Started
mask.
with
Maggie?
It was like a
Martha.
It was an N name or an M name.
Mandy?
Maybe it was a
Nartha?
B name. I don't think that's right.
Mandy
Midget.
Stewart. Okay.
Mildred?
Multiple
Mandy
sclerosis.
Sheffield.
No, that's,
That's
definitely,
definitely
not
the
right.
one.
Mansfield?
All right. Okay.
Park.
Manson Charles.
Charles Manson.
Okay. What
Charles
next?
Chanson.
All right.
I need a phone call with Ulster, and I need to drop Nico off, and either order's fine.
You don't technically have a phone.
Bring, bring, handphone.
Let's do Ulster first.
Those are more complicated than radio.
I'm gonna radio Ulster.
Who would pick up?
Ulster, you there? This is Julian
Miss
Ortega.
Ortega. You're alive.
Was that in question?
Yes, you haven't updated me in about a week and a half.
Well, I mean, we've been on the trail.
Yes. How was Vault-Tec Regional Headquarters?
Complicated. Actually, going to just go ahead and say it. We're not going to be able to work with DTL any longer.
What? Why?
Got a different mission. Something,
If it's involving the weather, it's the
something
same mission.
big is going down, Ulster. Something we can tell you about soon, but not yet.
Yes, that's why I hired you.
Yes. And we'll fill you in when we can, but that's not going to be immediately.
Is this your official polis notice that you're going to be acting against us?
No, nothing like that.
Oh gosh.
I would tell you in much clearer terms if that was the case.
Well, then you're
I
acting.
have no need to leave Delray Trade Lines if I could still be helpful there, but we can't rightly complete the job we were given by you.
Because you know what is affecting the weather and you're not going to tell me.
Yet.
So you do plan on telling me?
I think it's going to become clear.
Well, your mission was to stop the weather. Is that still your mission?
Like I said, something big is going to go down. Once it does,
Are you going to send some tornadoes over the Midwest, and do I need to hire somebody to kill you? That's all I'm trying to find out.
no, you will not need to
Insects.
send anyone to kill us.
Why not?
Because we're not planning on sending a bunch of tornadoes around the Midwest.
So you're not planning on killing everyone.
No.
You're planning on...
Ulster, I said that I couldn't tell you everything, and that's still going to be true, but I will tell you as soon as something's clear up.
So you're doing something else with the weather, other than stopping it or using it as some kind of weapon. Which sounds exactly, well, somewhat amiable. Depending on what this big news is.
Just wanted to give you an update that there's no update yet, but there will be. That's the long and short of it.
Well, no paycheck this time if I'm not getting any information.
I understand. We understand.
You could have at least updated me a little earlier, though. I mean, I did pay someone to go and track you down.
You what?
Yes, I hired a new
You
freelancer
didn't
for
just
TTL.
call?
I did, and you did not pick up.
Oh, that would...
You have to check this frequency.
Yes, I would see.
This isn't some... There's no voice machine here.
Actually, Pip is pretty good at that.
Monitoring multiple radio frequencies at once?
I'll be good if you wanted to, sure.
Well, anyways, last I checked, he was heading up to the Upper Peninsula. He figured that's where you guys were going.
Can't you just call him off now that you know we're alive?
I already paid him. He also was rather obstinate. He's a bit of a character, but he seemed very intent on helping you all, even without a paycheck.
Why would that be?
In his words, he was fated for it.
Well,
So good luck stopping him.
going to be quite honest with you, Ulster, I don't think he'll find us where we're going.
Well, maybe you won't run into him. As far as I know, there's nothing in the Upper Peninsula. Worth visiting, that is.
Used to be. Anyways, I just wanted to give you an update. Vague as it is.
Well, it is a shame. Believe it or not, I trusted you all at least a little bit. Would have appreciated some transparency.
And you'll get it. There are just reasons I can't talk about it now.
Give me a concrete reason not to hire another team to stop you. I don't want... DTL's plan was never to own or control the weather. Our plan was to make things not freeze over and stop all trade.
What I joined Delroy Trade Lines for... once I was-
Spying on us.
No. That's not how police works, and you know it.
Mm-hmm.
What I joined Delroy Trade Lines for was what I told you in our evaluation, Ulster, is I believe that you're people that want to make a better world. That are finding a slow and a steady and a realistic way to do that.
Sounds like you're reading verbatim from Delroy's will.
I wasn't wrong.
Roll a persuasion check.
I didn't fish you.
Keep going if you want to. Things you may say may lower the difficulty.
What's going to happen might not be popular, but it's doing that. It's making a better world. One that you're going to be able to trade and trade more in. It's just not going to look like it right away.
So what you're telling me is it's a long-term investment.
Yeah. Just about.
roll a speech. I gotta stop giving these to you. Or barter check.
Oh, love that.
Investment.
Barter. 1,
One success.
which is good for me.
Yeah. Difficulty was probably 2.
I should have asked that first. That's on me.
Probably, meaning maybe it
Difficulty
isn't.
was 2. Sorry.
It's okay. You know me. Maybe not super well, maybe not on a first names whiskey and cigars kind of a basis, but you know I wouldn't make a choice that goes against finding a better world out there. Right?
Yeah, that'll cut it. That's fair. Fine.
Like I said, I'll fill you in later. I will, because I think we're going to need Delroy Treadland's help. But, you know, if you decide you don't want to, maybe that's when you send the team to take us all out. Not
I'll be honest,
before you
Buster's
even
heading
know.
it.
Buster.
Why not? Experienced in combat and travel.
We can't kill
He wouldn't be willing to shoot me, would he?
Oh no. As long as you are doing what you say you're doing. But he would confirm that to us and we would not be in the dark. But ideally you won't keep us waiting too long, Miss Ortega.
Not too long at all.
Good.
Second time she's heard that recently.
Does this mean you're breaking up with me? Because that's what I meant last time.
I quit. Don't keep me waiting long. Are you breaking up with me?
I'm sorry, I've just been having issues about that phrase lately.
No, Jules, you're breaking up with me. That's why you call.
I'll tell you what. How about we cut a deal? You tell me what's going on right now and you get your final paycheck.
I don't think any of us are in this with money anymore, Ulster.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Yeah, well, I see why. It won't be long.
I suppose I can't sweeten the pot with the Brahmin, can I?
I want a promise.
You know I've always had a dream of becoming a Brahmin farmer, but don't think that'll cut it either.
Good to know your sarcasm is still sharp, Miss Ortega.
Well, wouldn't want you doubting it was me.
Good to know you're not under duress.
I mean every word I said. Anyways, that's about all I can report now, but I'll call you.
Please do. You know how I love to be apprised of what is happening on this continent.
Oh, you can just say it. You miss me when I'm gone.
I will not say it because I'm not here to lie.
Bye, Ulster.
Out.
Could have gone better.
Could have gone a lot worse.
Wait, did he take that okay?
He's not sending anyone after us to kill us.
He's sending someone after us.
He sent someone to see if they could find us, but nowhere near here. I don't think we'll run into them.
Are we going to the Upper Peninsula? Like right
Upper Peninsula's a big place. I think that's probably the best we could have hoped for right now. I'll have another conversation about it once we can actually tell them what's going on.
It might have been better if they thought we died in the vault.
They're good people over there. People that'll be willing to help if whoever takes over is anything like Marvin was.
You were never on first name basis with Marvin Delroy.
We talked books. Of course we were on a first name basis.
No, he was a Mr. Delroy and Mr. Delroy
What?
only. He was your boss. You could
We
talk
had
books,
personal
but
conversations about the books in his library. All
Yeah.
right.
She called him by his first name, and he always said, "That's Mr. Delroy to you."
yeah.
He's probably rolling his grave now.
Oh, good old Marv.
If,
It's like,
I mean, it's a bunch of idiots trying to take over right now. But if Ulster or anyone else who's there can manage to rally them towards,
They are.
No, I forgot to drop something in that call.
Uh-oh.
Oh well. Not important.
Do you need
Actually,
to
Jules,
retcon?
I'm calling back. We can retcon.
Yeah, this one, it's soon enough to retcon. Let's do it. Well, that is a shame, hearing all this, especially considering I'm your new boss.
You're what?
I'm the head of Delroy Trade Lines.
I didn't even know your hat was in a ring for that.
It wasn't, but no one else could speak legalese, and it just so happened that, well, according to certain interpretations of the will, the executor is responsible for the company until he sees fit to hand it back to other parties.
Ulster, you made a power grab.
Yes, everyone else was, and I didn't trust any of them.
They were a bunch of idiots.
Frankly, Mr. Delroy didn't trust them either. Ideally, it would be nice to actually hand the company back to honest, good hands, but
But there weren't a lot of those grabbing for it, were there?
correct.
I mean, that's good news. I guess congratulations are in order.
Thank you. You're fired. There we go, I said it first.
Compensation.
Okay, well,
Severance pay?
Several months.
I would be happy.
This is the wasteland. There is no such thing as severance pay.
Severance is not killing you.
Yeah.
no, severance is killing you.
I would be
Severing your head.
The mob's like, you're being let go, and they're like, am I getting severance? And they're like, no.
We're just letting
Not
you
if you
go.
act right.
Severance Brahmin. No.
I'd be happy to come back if, once you hear the full story, things blow over. But
that a
I
weather
understand
pun?
that for now. Not an intentional one, but...
How should I read into it? Or how much should I read into it?
Read into what?
Blow over.
None. It was a turn of phrase. You're letting the power get to your head, aren't you? Getting suspicious.
Don't worry, I cancelled the hit. That was a joke.
It's still coming.
Would never gets it.
Wouldn't actually be the first one we've experienced today.
Jerry's like,
Dr. Jerry Fletcher.
You're well informed.
No, that was a guess.
Ah,
it's like a quiz of who most likely in this group would get a mob hit. But
Jerry.
Jerry.
not to question your judgment or anything, but why exactly did you put him on the team?
We needed a doctor. You were most likely to be shot, and he was very experienced at it.
Getting shot.
Fair enough. Guess there's a lot
While
of those
no
around.
other doctors interviewed, I did also think he would bring a little bit of balance to the entire team.
Balance in what kind of a way?
Cynicism. Someone needed to check Frankie's blind optimism. Are you all around for this call?
I would
This
have.
could be us
I
here.
wouldn't be asking
Frankie's
about why you
not
hired
here
Jerry if I was
Yeah,
around
no.
them.
Staring directly at Jerry.
No.
Why'd
Why
you
did
hire Jerry?
Jerry? Well, I guess he's done that. Like I said, more information to come. We can talk about my employment status after that.
Very well.
But if this is an end to my time at Delroy Trade Lines, it's been good working with you, Ulster.
It's been good working with you as well. Fortunately, you're quitting just before Christmas, which means you're not getting your commemorative Delroy Trade Lines thermos.
I've already got 5 of those, Ulster.
We really need a new company gift.
Maybe get on that.
First order of business. Change the thermos.
You're gonna be a popular leader already.
What
Just
have I signed up for?
keep the vending machine fixed while I'm away, right?
Oh.
You'll be a man of the people.
Yes, I suppose that was your power play now, was it? Or wasn't it?
More like my olive branch. I'll talk to you soon.
Please do.
Bye, Ulster.
Out. Oh, hey. Julian, do you have a minute?
Yeah,
You're in
how did
private right now, so
everything go? I mean, with Frankie and his brother.
it went well. It's he'll talk to you probably more about it later.
Yeah, I'll ask him.
Barnes actually believed in the dream though, which was great to hear.
It's surprising.
Frankie will talk to you probably about that, but there's something else I wanted to talk to you about.
What's up? Or what's going on?
Are you good at sneaking?
I'm not especially good at sneaking. Is there a thing that needs sneaked?
Yeah. Maybe you can get like a stealth boy or something like that. Or take just one dose of Comex. Frankie has a nuke with him. I don't know where it is. It's on his person.
He has a nuke with him?
They just called it a warhead. It sounded like some kind of... Like Barnes wanted him to take it onto Excelsior.
What a snitch.
Yes, it's a nard.
Stitches.
No. I don't want him to know that I was listening in or anything like that. But
I want a narc, but I don't want to be known as a narc.
No,
maybe-
right. I mean, I get it.
maybe you can sneak in and defuse it or something.
Sneak into Frankie's belongings?
Yeah.
I'll figure something out, Pip.
I didn't hear when they agreed to this, but I still trust Frankie so much. I think maybe this was just something he chose to keep his relationship with his brother. So maybe he doesn't have to know that it's diffused.
You got that good of a read on him?
I trust Frankie Franklin. I don't trust in warheads.
You know, Pip, I'm inclined to agree. I'll try and do what I can about this. If you hear anything else, or if you get any idea of where the warhead might be, just tell me.
It was one thing listening in when he asked me to come with, but it's another thing to do it constantly. Do you
No,
want me to monitor him?
Is that something you feel comfortable with?
No.
Okay. Then no, I don't. You never have to do anything you're uncomfortable with.
Well, another thing that's uncomfortable is being near a warhead.
And I'll take care of that for you.
Okay.
Thanks for telling me.
Yeah. Yep. I can try and help out with diffusing it. You know, I can be the red wire, blue wire person in your ear.
You'd be a great red wire, blue wire person. That's what we'll do.
Okay.
I'll see about finding it.
Yeah.
Just, we'll handle this on our own.
Use your Pip-Boy. Zero it out on the Geiger counter.
Well, he's
Sorry.
asleep.
No, I
Stealth
completely
boy.
forgot. Pip was there for that.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I was
fair
like,
play.
you know, thinking back, they were just like, hey, Pip, so the nuclear warhead, where exactly did you put that? Oh, I still have it on my person.
Yep.
Okay, and Pip is like, ah,
Oh, what?
I just wanted it to smell like
Oh, buddy. I got it handled. Don't worry.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna go and report back the job news, and we'll have that little exchange we did about Hit and them sending someone to find us and all that.
I mean, what else is new?
At least they're not actively sending a hit after us.
That we know of.
May have lost my job, but well,
Now you know how it feels.
I assume that extension, or by extension, means all of you too. He didn't mention it, but
I've been employed most of my life, so.
okay.
Most people are.
Margie? You get what you need from River?
Yeah.
Any news about your dad?
He didn't show up, so he might be in danger. Or Holiday, that is. Still don't know if he is my dad or not.
Wish we had time to go help.
Yeah.
There'll be a time for it. Don't worry. I'm not just going to leave a threat abandoned. This is a vote of confidence.
What?
They're in Sheboygan. If we ever do.
Yeah, all right. I mean, if we ever pass by that way, first thing we'll do.
You will fly past it on the way to UP, but that is also on a time limit.
And the key card goes to a nuclear submarine. Holiday and some
and-
of them are trying to defuse it. I would guess that Jorge was probably trying to use it.
Do they
Or
need
sell it.
backup?
He would like backup.
Where's a nuclear submarine?
In the lake.
I'll talk to our Wisconsin operatives and see if they can get some help.
Oh boy. Time to plan the Wisconsinites. That'll be fun, actually.
There's a key card on the ship that they might use to get into it, and then the key card we have is also to it.
Do you still have the key card or do you pass it back to River?
I still have it.
Okay. Now that we know what we know, is it maybe just worth destroying?
That's what they want to do. I think it's a good idea.
Feel free to if you think that's best.
I promise to do this. This is a time thing. It's also important.
Okay. I'll talk to the Wisconsin operatives and see if we can get them over there to help River and his people, Holiday and his people.
I also give River your radio frequency.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't monitor it constantly, but...
He didn't give his, though.
but
Wait,
if
do you want to
I-
wreck on that? Do you want it?
No, that's fine.
Okay. I wouldn't have the
if,
conversation, you just have it, but...
If we send the police operatives over there, I can contact them anytime anyways, on an encrypted frequency.
Oh.
We can ask them about Holiday, even if they get there before River does.
Your mission. Determine whether this man is Margie's dad. And like nukes and stuff. But
What are
Here's
we
a
looking
picture
for?
of Margie.
Well,
And it's just her in her power armor. See if there is any biological resemblance.
do they look alike?
Holiday's also in power armor.
I guess. I mean, yes.
Okay.
Meet you in the van in a couple minutes. Gonna go pick up Frankie.
I think you guys already got Frankie. I already
No,
said
I haven't been here at all for this.
Oh,
Oh, we should
okay.
go get.
Sorry.
Yeah, just give me 2. Just give me 2 minutes.
Well, why?
You going?
I kind of want to tell him about the, thing his brother did to me.
Oh, the
The hit. The 1,000 caps, at least.
yeah, that thing. Okay. 2 minutes.
Nicodemus, you leaving?
I think that was the plan.
Right. So,
2 minutes.
3 hours later. Want to take a walk?
see you off at the train stop. I think that's how they used to do it.
Ugh. I'll stand at the back of the caboose and wave my little scarf.
I'm gonna go flying out of your hands, and I'll pick it off the platform.
Oh my word. You need to show me more movies.
I'd like that.
He would walk towards his platform.
I'm finding I've been rustier than I expected. I mean, I haven't really dated since Silas. But Koi's not really a good look, so I'm just gonna say what I mean.
Maybe you should bring Pip to Wingman in the future.
I think I'd rather keep that part of my life to myself.
Understandable.
When you said back in the simulation that you didn't want to wait long, I don't want to make you wait if you're not willing to.
What do you mean by that?
Like if you don't want to wait and try for something later, I get it. And I don't.
I mean, try for something. We're not pausing it, right?
Well, when you said back there that you didn't want to wait long, I just figured you meant like
Yeah.
if I didn't
hurry
come
up.
back soon, then. Oh,
Wait, you thought I meant like? Oh,
you can see how that would.
you
be.
thought I was gonna drop you the moment that you expire?
Oh, you can see how that was an interpretation possible with the words that you said to me.
Maybe you
Right?
should bring Pip to Wingman.
Fallout Cold Front, the rom-com.
I'm just messing with you.
I just, if any of that's going on in your head, I don't want to drag something out if it's not going to happen.
Well, I mean, I appreciate you saying that. But I have, well, I'm not exactly cut out for being a full-time sidekick to a police operative or anything like that.
I'll talk to them about adding sidekicks.
No, I just said I'm not cut out for it.
No, I think it'll catch on. Those sidekicks.
Creative boy? No.
Sorry, go ahead. Humor. Defense mechanism.
Yeah. Well, all I was going to say was, well, I've dated around quite a bit, and you are a catch, Julian Ortega. And yes, the intention was for me just saying, please hurry up, because I, darn it, am fond of spending time with you.
Oh, well, didn't have to sound so dragged out of you. I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Just take it.
I'll take what I can get. If you don't mind waiting, I'd like to.
I don't. But also, don't meet some French resistance fighter or whatever.
No promises.
This is all you're trying to do to get me out of Xanadu.
No, that clears it up. Thanks.
Okay. So we're leaving on good terms, right?
Yeah. Leaving on great terms. Leaving on a come back soon terms. I'd like that.
Should we leave on better terms?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Then
Okay.
she's gonna kiss him.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, there they go.
Watching
not
this
happy
with
with
no-
It's taken a long time. Oh, that's why.
I am not describing kisses.
No,
This argument.
and
This
you
is
should
over
not.
2 minutes alone.
All right.
All of our noses pressed up against the glass.
Okay, it's about time. Okay, there we go.
And he would board his train. And so I was
Oh,
like,
do you want
"Hold
the
on. You don't have any crumbs? Oh, dang it. Here's some comics.
Thanks.
Here's 2 Stimpaks.
Ooh, great. I guess I don't have the simulator to give back to you. Do you mind if I hold on to it?
As long as I know that that's going to be returned someday.
Well, I mean, I did invent half of it.
Yeah, you did invent half of the Avernus of Ortega device.
The Ortega Abrams portable simulator.
Maybe we can just portmanteau it or something.
Doesn't sound quite so scientific, does it?
an adventure with a ship name on it?
I'll bring it back and we'll talk about it then.
All right. I guess I got my own to attend to.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see you and Pip again. And you know the rest of them too.
I'll bring them along if I happen to think of it at the time.
There you go.
Why
I'm
are you
looking
getting
forward
this?
to you being back.
Good luck with your work.
Thanks. And you with saving the Midwest.
Thanks. And I'm going to head back for the car.
Okay. There you go. I bet Tabs has her sniper rifle equipped. No.
She's following Abramson on the train.
Yeah.
What did he say to you?
Yeah.
Did he break your heart?
Well, they kissed at the end, so.
All right, I'll take that as good sign.
You guys are all discussing. Julian turns around. Are you all watching?
Yeah.
All right.
I like that
Yeah.
Tabs
She
is
flips
wearing
you
a hat like
Not
this.
really.
I'm inclined to end the episode here, but are there any conversations that could last no more than 15 minutes that you all would like to hold?
Only once we meet Frankie, but
How long do you think that conversation might take? I think we could
I think we could
take a shot at it.
do that.
All right. Beep, beep. Van goes to Palmer House. Swing the door open.
Gonna
Pick up
hide
Frankie
in the
from
back.
school.
Okay, yeah, Frankie's got the.
Frankie, how'd it go?
I think it went well overall, but I
couldn't have gone worse than ours did.
okay. We can
He's
talk about
just
that.
grumpy because someone tried to kill him.
Your brother.
Not your brother
Lovely-
directly.
Lovely
Let's
brother.
talk about this in the van, not in front of
Okay.
Palmer.
Come on.
Get in, get in.
Mob guards are like, oh.
Oh.
Oh, hey, that's the guy that had the bounty on him. Yes, you're in the van.
Jerry has
You're
his
safe.
missile launcher at the ready, by the way.
Yeah, okay.
Glad you were able to find another one.
Yeah. Thanks for the caps, but also
Oh yeah, here's your leftover caps, and here's what you asked for.
So anyway, there's a
Picked it all up
bounty
in
on my
treasure
head now, thanks to your
Uh,
brother. 1,000 caps. I barely got out of there alive.
Margie turns the van
Oh,
around to get the
don't be a
1,000
baby.
That was the
No,
that
I
was the
rigged
worst
it
game
for
of
you.
rock paper scissors that I ever played.
Jerry, I rigged the game for you.
Self-inflicted
I mean, I cheated too. It wasn't all you.
No, that,
Well, but my cheating actually worked.
no, I'm with Jerry on this. First thing we do is put my brother at the head of the mob. He takes a hit out of one of my friends. Not gonna say it wasn't entirely someone's fault.
Look, the mob has it coming to them.
No, they do. That's what we need to have another conversation about. They've got some people trapped in Palmer House.
Well, good thing I got shot in the face then.
Go ahead, Frankie.
I need to get them out of there. It's Gary Gadance.
Oh, from the militia?
Yeah, he came up here as part of some scheme to break someone out.
Wasn't he the guy that Sergeant Corporal arrested, or was that someone else?
That was
That
River.
must have been someone else.
That was River.
Oh, never mind.
Gary came here to rescue someone else that the mob has been holding as leverage over the Ohio State Militia.
Who's in the passenger seat? I know Margie's driving.
Jerry's in the back, so he's less visible.
Would it be Tabs?
Resident gunner.
Are you riding
Probably.
shotgun?
Yes. With my shotgun.
There it is.
Both of you all roll a perception check real quick.
See, and that's part why it's
Bruh.
good thing to have
Oh,
Tabs
right.
in the driver's.
Well,
So that's the survival, right?
Did you roll bad? Because I rolled bad.
Don't forget corn cob.
Yeah,
Difficulty of 4,
I got 1 success.
but reduced to 3 because of corn cob.
I got 1 success. I didn't roll very good.
Okay.
you could use luck if you felt like it.
What are your
Depends on how important you
abilities?
think this is.
I'm
Don't you have some?
gonna use.
You will
a couple
replenish
luck.
luck after you all secure Sawyer
We
Air Force Base.
just replenished some luck, so
Right,
we're
I'm
in
just-
good shape.
I'm
Barnes
just-
sitting on Palmer House with a pair of binoculars and one of those long-range audio devices.
Shoot.
It's not a bad idea.
Will there be any partial successes for this?
No. Sorry. 4's a 4. Nothing.
Yeah, I don't think I just
Two.
got one success.
What'd you roll? One success.
Yeah,
Okay.
one success.
Okay. Nope. You don't see anything.
Got 3 successes.
What?
did?
I did.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
Oh man.
Can Corncob help Margie?
Corncob's like pecking my mask, and I'm like, what? Huh?
Well, Margie Shelton getting 3 successes though. That's.
On anything.
I know.
Oh.
Getting brutalized over here, and I didn't
All right.
expect it.
I'm not
How's
gonna
it feel, Margie?
We've been
Feels
holding off.
great.
I'm not gonna make a practice of this, but I will say Corncob is assisting you all since Corncob was helping on the same perception check. Old can help you on. It can help both of you all since it's the same perception check.
I think we just canonically decided that Corncob's pronouns are old person
Yeah.
due to a 1 a.m. PowerPoint fest.
It's true, though.
All right.
Old is helping us. Person has good
Person?
perception
Yes.
skills.
You would see what looks to be almost a scope glint, and it's rather good that you recognize this one because you recognize that it's not a scope glint. It's a glint off of a visor, off of a suit of power armor. It looks to be someone extremely well hidden in a city, in a somewhat ruined skyscraper, looking directly at Palmer House. And the colors of this power armor are scarlet and gray.
That's Brotherhood, yeah.
No,
What is it?
it's brought the nut.
It's who?
It is a rather elliptically shaped helmet.
Who?
I'll explain this later.
I'm gonna like
You,
while I'm driving, be like,
Yeah. The rest of you all can see this figure now.
Well, I'd know that scarlet color anywhere.
do you?
Beats me.
That's
Guy
the Ohio
Fieri?
State militia colors.
So they got
No.
some. Oh.
What?
No.
Scarlet,
Ohio
that's what I
State
said,
militia colors.
The Ohio State militia.
No, it's the Ohio State militia colors.
Ohio State.
Unless,
militia.
of course, it is the scarlet of Ghoul Fury.
I long to meet him.
Person out.
I certainly hope so, but
They are not shoehorned in this. They have been here in Chicago this entire time. You have failed a couple perception checks to see them before. But I'm glad you got it this time, kind of.
I mean, do you think that's enough for your situation?
one guy in power armor against Palmer House.
We could lend him a missile launcher.
You could bring Tommy in on this. He's probably not going to want the mom to get out of balance either. And if he knows they're trying to host leverage over someone else. The militia, nonetheless. Could be something he'd want to get involved in.
They could probably use all the help they could get. I care about my brother. But what they did to Gary wasn't right. And if they've got other people here that they're using as leverage, they need to get out as well. I don't care about the mob's relationship with the Ohio State militia.
You said if they have other people.
There's another girl in there. She's the daughter of the marshal of the Ohio State militia. That's who they're using as leverage.
Okay, so we're telling Tommy to get out, Gary, and this daughter. I think we can do that. I'm assuming you don't want him to know it's tied to us.
Ideally, no. And for what it's worth, Doc, I'm sorry that he put a hit out on you.
Okay, I can't say this because I'm not really sorry for what I tried to do to Palmer House, but I'm sorry your brother's tied up in all of this. Or kind of in charge of all of this.
I don't like it either, Doc. But it was better than the alternative at the time.
I would have thought the simulation would have gone well.
That part did. I didn't know he put out a hit on Doc. That's taking
Wow.
it too far. I told him not to hurt my friends.
One problem at a time. We're getting Doc out of Chicago. We're gonna get Tommy on helping Gary, the other prisoner. And we're not working with the mob. We're using them to save lives. I don't think we gotta get any closer than that, except for, you know how close you already are.
Well, I want to get Barnes out of here, but one step at a time, right? As long as he's here, we at least have some resources. But I'm not working with him on whatever he's cooking up.
Look, Frankie, I'm not trying to rain on your parade or anything, or can you really keep doing with this with Barnes? Like, you're a good person. I'll admit that. You're better than any of us in this group. But what I'm trying to say is you're too good for Barnes.
Sounds like
And-
a breakup, but it's with brothers. You're too good for him.
And I don't know. Don't be blind to. Look, I'm not trying to rain on your optimism, but know that your brother might never leave. And if that happens, are you willing to keep reaching out and having him pull you in to whatever mess he's creating?
No, hold on a minute there. I think Frankie's doing just fine not getting pulled in.
No, but he is right. There's a lot of things that, to be honest, I have overlooked, blinded myself to when it comes to Barnes. I have always wanted to look on the bright side with him, but
I think you do that with most people.
it's because I care so much about Barnes. But Doc, you told me shortly after we met that there are people in this world who have a heart of steel. I don't have that. But I'm glad you have. I'm glad I have you and all of you here to help me see those things. I'm not going to stop loving Barnes, but I'm not going to agree with what he's doing.
I'm sorry for a lot of the things I said back
Don't
when we
we?
first met. Like,
It was good that you said it.
You know, that's why
You might not have had the best attitude.
It's not
why
what you
Ulster
said, it's
hired you.
how you said it.
said you brought a cynicism to the group.
But I wouldn't be here now without any of you. I mean that.
and I do hope you know, Frankie, that I do care. I never had a good relationship with my brother, and well, I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm glad I have a good relationship with you guys. And I'm glad I met you, Frankie.
Now, anyway, about that hostage situation. I'm gonna call Tom.
Just happy tears.
Tab's just
Tab's just
bawling.
crying.
She's like, they're brothers to each other.
My parents died.
Yep. So, to do encrypted communications via radio, it would be a sort of teletype kind of thing.
Yep.
Yep. What are you texting Tommy?
I'm texting. Can I use
Teletype.
emojis?
Teletyping. Absolutely not. You may use text emoticons,
Pip
though.
is an emoji, though.
Tell Frankie some stuff.
No.
In a sense.
Oh, by the way,
I made him emojis.
Tommy said good work with the whole the mob situation. Frankie, he remembered you. As I'm saying, as I'm typing to him, looks like mob is getting out of line, taking militia hostage to ensure compliance. Got time for a quick break-in? Question mark.
Yellow. Period.
I wait for more.
Typo.
Hostage with the militia? Question mark.
Two captives, one hostage, daughter of militia. You said Marshall.
Marshall, the head of the Ohio State Militia.
Of Ohio Marshal.
And Gary's on the 4th floor.
I would remember the room number, right?
Mm-hmm.
Second is Gary Gadance. Came to save her. Room blank. Looks like there may be some militia presence already in town. Could use that if you choose to act. Frankie's request.
Ah, Frankie! Exclamation point. Anything for a fan. Period.
I'll tell him he can count on you. Period.
Don't oversell me. Period.
You do enough of that for the both of us. Period. Out. Period.
Wait.
Gotta come back? Question mark.
No. This is stickier than you might think. Might be a question for the rest of Polis. Mob control of militia has kept them from growing into Brotherhood territory. Tensions high between the two. Mob has kept them kowtowed.
Can you find a solution that doesn't involve innocents dying? Question mark. Leverage could be changed to information instead of people.
Possibly. Got any ideas of information?
Tell Barnes to bargain with the marshal. If he cares that much about his daughter, I think he'd trade her for a secret.
That could work. We could also simply leverage our own influence over the militia and try to get them to commit to refraining from any hostile actions against the Brotherhood for the time being. Get the token from Polis, not from the mob.
Whatever way you see best to deal with this, we're just invested in getting innocents out of Dodge.
Do you think it might be worth exposing our mole?
I think you can handle this on your own. Personally. Not to oversell you.
Sounds like fun. Might rope Phaethon into this one, too.
Yeah, call him up if you get a chance.
I think we can do this. We like the militia. It's been good to be able to make sure that they're not promoting a war right now. But I think we might be able to do that as the rescuers of the Marshal's daughter.
They've got at least one power-armored operative here in town. See if you can connect with them if you get the chance.
Oh, crap, comma. They got a Brut here? B-R-U-T.
Gesundheit.
Not a typo.
And
I'll
she spelled
explain
that
later.
correctly.
Oh,
With even like the double dots above the U.
She's being real
Gesundheit.
pretentious about it.
How long did it take you to type that?
Less time than it would have taken to look it up in a dictionary, but more time than it would have taken to type it without the accents. Period.
Uh-huh. We'll consider it done. Was hoping Barnes would be a little bit more compassionate than Nelson.
Don't think you should hold out hope yet, but Frankie will work on him. For what that's worth.
I would
Period.
certainly hope so. Next time you want to oust a leader of a major faction, probably run it by the rest of us. Just a suggestion.
Right. Keep that one from Odysseus? Question mark.
Maybe I'll take your strategy and use a secret as leverage.
Next time you need a vote to go your way.
Deal. Hopefully Odysseus doesn't read this chat.
He's probably not that interested in what you have to say anyways.
Ooh. Burn.
How long
Not
did that
bad.
take you to type?
Didn't need to pull out a dictionary for this one.
You know how to spell ooh. I use all the O's. Good for you.
Thank you. Anything else?
That should do it. Let me know if you need assistance.
Oh, wait. Can I free the guy behind the bar? The brownie man.
If you got time and ability to do that safely, by all means.
If there's a Brut here, we've got enough firepower. Couple mini nukes wouldn't hurt.
Prefer you leave Barnes alive if at all possible. Mob could be helpful for evacuation. Don't cripple them too much.
Understood.
Out.
Over and out. Okay.
He's got it handled.
Good.
He said anything for a fan. Seemed like he was happy it was you asking.
What did you all say to that poor man?
What?
Hey, you all seem to just antagonize. His name's
Oh,
Tommy, not
no.
Timmy.
Tommy and I have different approaches to things.
Yeah, you like classical piano, he likes rock.
We
You
shoot
like
the
getting
breeze.
things done. He likes whatever it is he does.
He's more capable than he comes across. We shoot the breeze about it once a year at a PolisCon anyway.
I mean,
Well,
one
like
of
you
them
said-
has been on the crop duster, so...
Like you
You
said, we
wouldn't
need
wanna
a
put me
healthy
on it.
pinch of cynicism here.
He's got it handled though. He's gonna bring Faith on it. You remember him. Oh, enlist the help of the
who's
militia. Oh, Horace,
Faith?
remember?
Oh, yeah, I remember Horace.
Sorry, forget you actually meant a name and not just a designation.
He's a Greek god and an Egyptian god.
Doubled up?
But anyway, we've got
Yep.
2 operatives on it. They're going to use the, he said, Brut? They're gonna
yeah.
use the help of the militia member.
Frankie, you know what this is. You've spent enough
Yeah,
time in
Brut's... he's kind of like a mascot for the militia.
Yeah.
He's, well, whoever it is, he's like the top guy. Kind of. He's not the marshal, but he knows how to fight.
Good. 3 of them, I think this will be fine.
Well-
Consider it handled.
Well, we should get back to the museum.
Yeah, I mean, anyone else need anything? We good?
I don't think we needed anything.
All right.
Okay. Well, with that, we will end the session for this week, and we will pick up in not 2 weeks, but 3.
3?
Party, remember?
Is that the week after?
Oh.
Correct.
Yeah, next week's Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And the week after is the party.
Correct.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we will see you all whenever we see you. Thank you for joining us.